was impacted by these 2 weeks?
I'll start. I don't think so. I really don't think a week or 10 days impact what they do, other than the notion that I don't think it's wins and losses, Rich. If there's anything that might have impacted, say, is this the year to go get a Flaherty and get a little uncomfortable with Christian Campbell? I'm just throwing out a hypothetical, right? I don't know what was offered, what was out there. If there's anything that maybe impacted them, I think it's that guys like Houck and Crawford and before last night, Pivetta hitting a little bit of a wall where it's like, how much can we possibly get to feel like, okay, now we're a true World Series contender? To me, that sort of started to look like 4, 5, 6 pieces and several starting pitchers. So I don't know, Lou, what do you think? Is that in that kind of the way it looked to you?
Yeah, because it's true. You start looking at saying, is it sustainable? You know, I mean, are these guys who haven't gone 180 innings, how long can we stay in? Let's give them a chance. Let's give them a fighting chance. Let's see, because we don't really have a crystal ball. We don't know. Maybe Houck turns the corner, throws 200 innings, and his lights out the rest of the way. But I don't know. I just feel like the heavy lifting, I always felt like it's going to be in the offseason. You want a right-handed bat for the future? Could you have snuck one in here at the deadline? I don't know. You want a starting pitcher like a horse for the future? That's in the offseason when you make some tough decisions and trades. But you can maybe go find a guy like Paxton and keep those assets to go find that big monster hitter or starting pitcher in the offseason. So did it affect it? I don't know. Maybe looking at some of these arms saying, are they starting to wear down? If they're wearing down now, will they wear down in August? So I just don't think they were like all in. Trade away your second and your fifth best prospect and 2 other prospects for Tanner Scott, like a closer that's a rental. Like I just don't think you were in that category. But they added some pieces, and I'm sure Cora's really happy with the 2 pieces they got in the out in that bullpen in the 8th inning.
Were you guys surprised that Danny Jansen was the only bat that they added, considering first base has been an issue this year, maybe middle infield, and certainly somebody to hit lefties?
I'm a little bit, but the only thing I would say is I've talked to everybody in that dugout about it. I think in the last 5 days, whether this is right or wrong, I think there's so much more optimistic about what Casas is going to bring them. And we talk a lot about how they're left-handed and they needed a right-handed hitter. I mean, I totally agree with that. But I do think that even people like Brent Rooker, Yandy Diaz, that the obvious fits, I just think that those teams, look what the Rays got for their pieces. I mean, it was outrageous. They did a nice job. I still hate what they did. They're 3 games out of a playoff spot and they tear the thing down to the ground. Be that as it may, I just think the right-handed hitters they might have been in on were too expensive. And the one other thing I think that's really important to take in right now, that the context of this whole thing matters so much to me, and that is that the teams you care the most about that are around you, the Orioles, the Yankees, to some degree the Royals and the Mariners, didn't make some huge splash. I mean, the Mariners got a Rosarena and Turner, and they helped themselves in the bullpen. They did a nice job, but they need 5 hitters with their 2 guys hurt. Like, I don't understand what Mike Elias is doing. I mean, they are absolutely loaded. They've got a chance to win it right now. They have all these prospects in the minor leagues, and they continue to be reluctant to make the big move, and I think that helps the Red Sox.
What did you guys think? Yeah, go ahead.
No, yeah, I mean, I was just saying the right-handed bat thing, I was surprised because I could see whether it's a first baseman to make Romy your second right-handed second baseman or go get a right-handed hitting second baseman. But again, to go on Will's point, I think they're really optimistic about Casas. Now, I personally, I think he needs a couple of weeks down in rehab, but it doesn't sound like it's going to be that long. It's not going to be long at all. And when he gets here, he's going to be at first base. So, the right-handed bat does help with the lefties. And, they've struggled. They've lost games, but it wasn't because they haven't scored runs. I mean, they faced, 6 lefties coming out of the chute, and they've blown a lot of those games. And that was kind of fluky. Like you play Seattle, you don't see a lefty. I don't know how many lefties you really see, and if you're worried about Nestor Cortez or Rodon, I think you're worried about the wrong things, right? Mm-hmm. Like, they're still going to score runs off them. Cora's been saying it from day one. We need arms. As long as we pitch, we'll be able to win ball games. You got Paxton. We'll see what he looks like tonight, and you got 2 pretty good ones in the pen.
Some of the big names that were rumored about ended up not going anywhere, like Garrett Crochet, and that ended up being a whole side story, kind of like crazy with that, which has been fun to watch. But Tarek Skubal, even a guy like Nathan Eovaldi, but like some of those big names that we thought might get a king's ransom ended up just kind of staying put.
Yeah, Crochet is an interesting one to me. To me, he's a winner target. Like, he's a guy I'd be going after in the winter. I don't know if I want to go get him right now. Like, everyone's worried about inning totals. The dude threw 24 innings the last 2 years. Like, he threw 12 innings in the big leagues last year. Tommy John the year before that. I would rather him stay in Detroit, let them shut him down at about 140 innings, and then this offseason go get that guy, and knowing that he could probably go 170 and build off of last year. And the same thing with Skubal. So that's what I mean. going after the big fish, I think it's a winner thing, Will.
I do too, and maybe somebody like Vlad Guerrero. Who knows? I mean, I just think you got an opportunity in the offseason to address some of those needs.
Don't tickle me with Vlad.
I'm geez, Louise. And you know, I would just also add, Rich, that there's the price tags were so high because so many teams were in it, and I thought for so long that somebody like Eovaldi would be perfect. But for some of those teams, like they got $500 million on their middle infield. They got Bruce Bochy, who knows how long he's going to be around. They've got Bellinger. I mean, like they're ridiculous. Bellinger back to the Cubs today, so they didn't really sell in the way that we thought they might. Some of those teams on the fringes that had pieces that might really fit here, they won a little bit going into the deadline. Even the Giants, they did not get a move for Blake Snell, which, that surprises me a little bit because for a month he's been unbelievable, but they just swept the Rockies. They're hot. So I thought those kind of names, Eovaldi, Snell, and they're all different prices, might have helped here, but clearly the price tag was too high.
And last thing for you guys, maybe you don't know the answer to this yet because of the timing of the most recent deal, but we know guys like Rafael Devers and Kenley Jansen have been very outspoken about adding to this team. Now that the trade deadline's over and it's Paxton, Jansen, Sims, Garcia, is that enough, you think, in their mind? Not that they're going to trash anybody, but, is that enough for those guys to be like, all right, this team is bought in and now we can take it from here? Because we saw them the last couple of years really stumble in August.
Keith, I would say that if I'm in there, I'm saying, okay, we helped, right?
Yep.
Like, we didn't go out and we got Paxton. We didn't go out and get some, horse that, we just know is going to be dominant for 2 months. We didn't go out and get Tanner Scott, but we got a pretty good group here. We got 2 good arms in that bullpen. The catcher situation, you improved your catcher spot, back up, great, whatever. Mm-hmm. And Paxton, you hope he can kind of throw the way he did against you out in L.A. So, I mean, I'm not like dying and pissed off if I'm in that clubhouse.
Yeah.
But I'm also not jumping around like we just got Verlander. You know what I mean? But I still say you're satisfied, right?
Okay.
Like you dipped your toe in it. You got a little taste of it, and you added some arms.
Very good. It's Will Fleming and Lou Merlone. Thanks for the time, fellas, and we'll talk to you soon.
They did pick a lane, didn't they?
They did. They didn't trade anybody off the active roster. They didn't open up a hole to try to fill another one. No, they did. I agree.
Appreciate it, Rich.
All right, thanks guys. You can watch the Red Sox pregame show on Twitch. Just follow WEEI. It's brought to you by Subaru of New England. Let love bloom in a 2024 Subaru with symmetrical all-wheel drive. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Coming up next, Will sits down with the manager, Alex Cora, and it's presented by your New England Ford dealers. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Hey, it's Fourier. Now's an ideal time to focus on your home's efficiency and reduce your carbon footprint. Switch to McFarland Energy's cleaner burning bioheat fuel and enjoy a greener home. And McFarland's got green incentives like spreading out your bioheat fuel bills to heat your home for as little as $300 a month. Plus, take $500 off any complete AC or heating install if you book this month. Enhance your home's efficiency, energy bill savings, and a cleaner environment at McFarlandEnergy.com.
Before I went to law school, I worked for the telephone company and was a card-carrying member of CWA and AFL-CIO. Unions play a powerful role in protecting workers' rights. I spent a lot of time in union halls building this firm 30 years ago. We represented many union members and workers, and I call many across the country my brothers and sisters. If you ever need our help, we're just a call away. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
It's pretty interesting what you find out about family members at some of the barbecues we've been to this summer. Like Uncle Fred. He said he went to Woodstock, and he couldn't find his clothes for 4 days. I think we're good on that. Finding money owed to you is easier than finding your clothes at a music festival. Put your name in at findmassmoney.gov. You could have money that's yours from uncashed payroll checks, forgotten savings account. It's estimated that 1 out of every 10 people have unclaimed property. Put your name in at findmassmoney.gov. It's fast, easy, and free.
Summer's just getting started, so fill your cooler with the smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. It tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. And with a 5% kick of alcohol, Twisted Tea is perfect for the beach, the lake, or wherever you're hanging out and day drinking with your friends. Look for the bright yellow cans. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly. Life hack number 7. Get an iPhone 12 on Straight Talk.
Life hack.
Here's how it works. You walk into Walmart, go to the electronics section, ask for iPhone 12 with 5G and a dual camera system, and select the new Silver Unlimited plan. They'll smile because it's a good plan. You get real unlimited data all for just $20 a month for the whole first year. Get it at Walmart or StraightTalk.com. Straight Talk. Less dollars, more sense. Taxes and fees apply. Requires activation of iPhone 12 and a new Silver Unlimited plan or higher end auto pay enrollment. $25 a month service credit applied for up to 12 months if eligibility requirements are met. For network management practices, visit StraightTalk.com.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
I spray and scrub, but the soap scum in my bathtub is still there.
I spray and scrub, but the burnt sauce on my stovetop sticks around.
Sprays can leave grime behind, but Mr. Clean Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser combines the scrubbing power of an eraser with the cleaning power of Dawn to melt away tough messes on contact.
Just wet, squeeze, and erase.
Stop spraying, start erasing, and clean with more magic than ever with Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Christian Fourier here. Now, for years, I moaned about my joint pain on this station, just complaining all the time. So, of course, advertisers were hitting me up for endorsements. I mean, who wouldn't want me as their spokesman, right? But I said no to all of them until Ortho Laser New England came along. Truth be told, I hadn't heard of Ortho Laser before, but I knew about lasers and all the amazing things they can do. And I also had questions, a lot of them. I visited the Dedham location, talked to the Ortho Laser team, the doc, the whole crew, and I was impressed. The first treatment was what really sold me, though. My ankle pain was really finally going away, and everyone needed to know about Ortho Laser New England. Are you in the same boat I was in? Well, jump out of that boat and out of the pain and join me in the yacht of discovering painless relief of pain. My ankle, like new. Shoulder, that too. Locations in Dedham, Chelmsford, and Nashua, New Hampshire. Online at ortholaserne.com. That's ortholaser with a Z and E.com.
Jones and Mego, weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Back here on the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Red Sox and Mariners play in the middle of 3 from Fenway Park tonight on trade deadline day. Sox acquire a couple of relievers, Lucas Sims from the Reds and Luis Garcia from the Angels. But before every game, we interview Red Sox manager Alex Cora, and it's brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Celebrate the Great American Sales Event and join the Bronco family, or get a great offer on America's best-selling trucks, F-Series, official truck of the Red Sox.
Game 2 with the Seattle Mariners 2 hours before the trade deadline. In the dugout with the manager, Alex Cora. You make a move. You add to your bullpen Lucas Sims, a guy who's got really good numbers, big right-hander. Let's start there. I think more may come down, but let's start with Sims and what you saw in him, how excited you are to have him.
Yeah, I mean, where we at right now, we need arms, and he's a good one. Cutter slider with a four-seamer. He's been throwing the ball well, and I think he's going to help us. As you know, we're a little bit banged up in that department with Slayton and Marty down. So adding somebody that can help us soon and, right now and obviously in the future, it was very important for us, and we accomplished that.
You're kind of a different manager, Alex. You do leave the front office alone, but you have impact. You have opinions about this stuff. I think our fans would be interested, like the last 24 hours, how your schedule and phone volume and all that stuff kind of changes the amount of conversations you have about things that might happen.
Yeah, I mean, me and Craig, we have really good communication. One of the things that I tell them it's like I don't need to know everything because if not, I'll go nuts, right? But I'm pretty sure what we're trying to accomplish, and they've been working hard. You know, it's a tough market because of so many teams that are involved, right? But I think at the end, you know, I think like around 5 o'clock, 5:30, the prices will come down, things are gonna settle, and you know, the teams that need to get rid of guys, you know, that it makes sense for them to trade some guys to get better in the future, they'll do that.
Talking about Craig, it's been fun watching you, I think especially over the last month or so. A lot more interactions with Craig. I know the financial side, the security for your family is a big part of it, but I would imagine you had to check that box, right? Like understanding what it's like to work with him and building that relationship.
Yeah, it was a two-way street, right? I mean, just learning from each other. And yeah, I knew him as a player, but not as an executive. And he's really good at what he does, you know, communication-wise, keeps it very simple. You know, he shows up early in the day. We talk about the things that we have to talk, and then he goes to the office. After the game, he comes down, and we talk about the game. And one thing for sure, man, he loves winning, and that's what we're trying to accomplish.
You've been in these clubhouses on these days as a player and as a manager, and like nobody thought that Kyle Schwarber would be the guy that triggered everything in 21. Same with Nate and Steve Pierce. Sometimes, you know, the national media wants to throw the big names around, but it's not always those guys that change a race.
No, that's a great point. I think you know, the blockbuster trades happen in the off season, right? That's when, you know, like you have the real impact of the star players. Here, you know, talking to David Dombrowski last year, you know, it's the baseball move, right? Like projections and all that stuff don't really come into play. It's about who's playing well right now and who can help you. You know, our need is not the same need as Baltimore or New York or Tampa, right? So we'll address our needs, and you know, after the day is done, we're going to feel comfortable with our team, and we just got to keep going.
I imagine you felt comfortable in the dugout last night. That was fun. I mean, you faced so many left-handers, and Gilbert's one of the great right-handed pitchers in the game. What an at-bat from Abreu to trigger the whole thing. Does that game allow your offense and everybody to just exhale a little bit?
Yeah, and it's contagious, right? We saw that in Colorado against us. Kind of like they got going, and they didn't stop. It really didn't matter, right? And hopefully we can continue that tonight. We got a tough one on the mound on Castillo, but we feel like our, you know, lineup against righties is one of the best in the big leagues, you know. And you know, we did so many good things yesterday, you know, besides hitting the ball hard. You know, Jaron hustling to first base on the ground ball, you know, to avoid the double play, and then Willie got the base hit. Rafaela putting pressure on Polanco and hustled down the line. So we're doing some great things as a unit, and we're going to continue to do that. And like I said before, man, there's going to be meaningful games in September and hopefully in October.
You know, we measure everything in baseball, but one thing I just don't think we've got any numbers for, that your offense for a couple years now, particularly your third baseman, it seems like the best pitchers bring out the best in your guys. Do you notice that in the dugout, just a little extra, I don't want to call it focus, but intensity to get that done?
I think, I hate to say it, but I think the execution against aces is a lot better now you're facing a number 4, number 5. And it's not that they relax, but it's true, you know, like with those guys as a unit, you have to be on point. Kind of like, this is what we're going to do as a group, and we accomplish that. There's certain days that, you know, you can tell that it's not that they get selfish, but we're not locked in as a unit. But it works too. It works too.
Randy Arozarena, you guys have seen so much of him. He seems to bring some life to this team. Maybe not the best night in left field, but he's swinging it. What's your ongoing book on how to get Arozarena out, especially in this ballpark?
Yeah, I mean, just make pitches, right? When you're ahead, put him away. That's the most important thing. He got some counts, you know, into his favor and put some good swings, right? The fastball up and in. He got to it for the double. The hanging breaking ball hit out of the ballpark. So he's a good one. And I think, I honestly believe, Will, that, you know, that trade is going to be good for him. You know, he goes to an environment that there's going to be a lot of people, you know, in Seattle. Obviously, he's been in the playoff hunt for forever, right, with the Rays. But just playing there in Seattle with the energy that the fan base bring, it's going to be fun for him.
So how about Paxton? You guys saw him firsthand a little more than a week ago. You know him so well, and there were so many moments where he was really a leader for you in a short period of time. What do you think the plan is for Andrew and Justin and Craig and you to get the best out of him?
I think the strike throwing part is very important. You know, his stuff is still really good, but he he wasn't throwing as many strikes with the Dodgers. He did against us that Sunday, and Vila was up. So I think he has something to prove, right? When you get DFA, when you have an okay year, right, a good year, sometimes you take it personal, and hopefully that brings the best of James, and we can benefit from that.
Something I meant to ask you after Sunday, Rafi tearing around the bases, off the ball, on the wall. I think he's had his best base running year of his career with you. Do you agree with that? And is that him setting an example, or do you think these young guys might be rubbing off on him a little bit?
I think it's a two-way street, right? Like, he's leading by example, and he's actually, showing the guys that he's still young. He's actually younger. There are a few guys here, and he's playing hard, man. And the one thing about him this year, he's doing an amazing job in the training room, in the weight room, when to push it, when not to push it. We took care of him early in the season when we were in Pittsburgh, with the knee, obviously in Seattle with the shoulder, and so far it's paying off. When you look up, he's having an outstanding season offensively, a great season defensively, and I agree with you. Base running wise, he's not making too many mistakes. We are not making that many mistakes as an offense, and we're really good at what we're doing.
Two more quick ones. Tristan is going to play first base, and you say he's going to play all 9 innings.
Yeah, he's playing 9. Vaughn is playing 9, if I'm not mistaken, so we're training in the right direction.
And lastly, Wilyer. We talk about so many players on your team. He almost makes that ridiculous catch in right field. The great at-bat last night. Sort of under the radar, Alex. He's becoming one of your best players.
He is. The at-bats are really good. Defensively, he's a lead in right field. He's a good base runner. Like I've been saying all along, he's a good player.
Thank you so much. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, there you go. Alex Cora with Will Fleming. Time now to see who's in the hot tub. The injury update is presented by New England Spas. Create your own home paradise with a soothing new hot tub, swim spa, sauna, or cold plunge from New England Spas, the home relaxation specialist. Visit New England Spas in Natick, Norwell, Auburn, and now in Warwick, online at nespas.com. A little update from what those guys were saying. Tristan Casas is making his first rehab start tonight. He's batting second, but he'll be the DH for AAA Worcester. All right, we get you the Red Sox starting lineup and a look at the scores across Major League Baseball next on the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. Your car, running or not, could be picked up as soon as the next day. No title, no problem. Go to carsforkids.org today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Lou Maloney here for my friends at Shaw's and Star Market. Now, when I'm on the road with the team, the one way I help at home is by ordering groceries for our family online with the Shaw's and Star Market deals and delivery app. They have them ready at curbside, and they'll deliver them right to my front door. I can see how much money I save, and we all love that. Just visit shaws.com or starmarket.com. You can choose free curbside pickup or delivery. Shaw's and Star Market, make them the MVP of your family, too. Shaw's and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
Subaru Summer is finally here. Buckle up for an unforgettable summer in a brand new 2024 Subaru Outback. With standard symmetrical all-wheel drive, raised roof rails, and a roomy interior for your passengers and cargo, the Outback is equipped for any summer adventure. Buy the 2024 Outback with 1.9% financing or lease for just $305 per month. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
What is insurance? Insurance transfers certain risks between parties.
Without insurance, the economy would really stop.
In simple terms, insurance is like community.
It's protecting every last asset that somebody has built over a lifetime.
You're in it together. You feel supported.
From the beginning to the end.
What insurance is just taking care of people. It's definitely a way of life.
Cross Insurance. Our way of life since 1954.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
I spray and scrub, but the soap scum in my bathtub is still there.
I spray and scrub, but the burnt sauce on my stovetop sticks around.
Sprays can leave grime behind, but Mr. Clean Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser combines the scrubbing power of an eraser with the cleaning power of Dawn to melt away tough messes on contact.
Just wet, squeeze, and erase.
Stop spraying, start erasing, and clean with more magic than ever with Ultra Foamy Magic Eraser.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Christian Fourier here. Now, for years, I moaned about my joint pain on this station, just complaining all the time. So, of course, advertisers were hitting me up for endorsements. I mean, who wouldn't want me as their spokesman, right? But I said no to all of them until Ortho Laser New England came along. Truth be told, I hadn't heard of Ortho Laser before, but I knew about lasers and all the amazing things they can do. And I also had questions, a lot of them. I visited the Dedham location, talked to the Ortho Laser team, the doc, the whole crew, and I was impressed. The first treatment was what really sold me, though. My ankle pain was really finally going away, and everyone needed to know about Ortho Laser New England. Are you in the same boat I was in? Well, jump out of that boat and out of the pain and join me in the yacht of discovering painless relief of pain. My ankle, like new. Shoulder, that too. Locations in Dedham, Chelmsford, and Nashua, New Hampshire. Online at ortholaserne.com. That's ortholaser with a Z-N-E.com.
Gresh and Fourier, weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
All right, back here on the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Red Sox and Mariners play in the middle of 3 from Fenway Park tonight. Sox looking to get back-to-back wins. They will send James Paxton to the mound opposite Luis Castillo, who will see a Sox lineup brought to you by Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars. We help people buy them. Jaron Duran, once again in the leadoff spot, playing center field, followed by Wilyer Abreu in right. Masataka Yoshida, who homered last night, is the DH batting third. Rafael Devers at third will hit cleanup. Then Tyler O'Neill in left. Dom Smith, the first baseman, bats sixth. Then Connor Wong behind the plate. David Hamilton's your second baseman. And Cedon Rafaela is at short, batting ninth. Time now for the Subaru of New England scoreboard. Let love bloom in a 2024 Subaru with symmetrical all-wheel drive. Find your authorized Subaru retailer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. In the AL East, you got the Orioles with a early 1-0 lead on the Blue Jays as they play in the bottom of the first inning. Yankees up 1-0 on the Phillies as they play in the first. And the Tampa Bay Rays are underway with the Miami Marlins. Trade deadline day in the majors, of course, and the Red Sox added 2 right-handed relievers, Lucas Sims from the Cincinnati Reds, as well as Luis Garcia from the Angels. So if you take the whole week combined, James Paxton, who's pitching tonight, Danny Jansen, Lucas Sims, Luis Garcia, and Quinn Priester, who is in the minors. But that is what they got this week and at today's trade deadline. All right, before we hand things off to the guys at Fenway, let's take 10 seconds for station identification on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
All right, for our producer Stiz, I'm Rich Keefe. You've been listening to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Will and Tyler have the call of Red Sox and Mariners coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
You've been listening to the Mass Mutual Red Sox pregame show. Proudly brought to you by Mass Mutual. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. The Red Sox are coming up next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Lou Maloney here for my friends at Shaws and Star Market. Now, when I'm on the road with the team, the one way I help at home is by ordering groceries for our family online with the Shaws and Star Market deals and delivery app. They have them ready at curbside, and they'll deliver them right to my front door. I can see how much money I save, and we all love that. Just visit shaws.com or starmarket.com. You can choose free curbside pickup or delivery. Shaws and Star Market, make them the MVP of your family, too. Shaws and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
The following is not a paid political announcement.
No, it's not. This is a paid great news announcement. Hi, Kimberly Dayer from Commonwealth Motors, and I've got some great news for you. Whether you're a Democrat or Republican.
That's right, Kim. We have our best inventory in years. New and certified Chevys, Hondas, Kias, Nissans, and Volkswagens.
Right, Charles. Hundreds available and all at a tremendous savings. And only at Commonwealth.
We constantly shop the competition to guarantee our best price possible every day. Every day.
Our best price guarantee on every Kia, Nissan, Honda, Volkswagen, and Chevy every day.
Right, guys. No political double talk here. Plain and simply, our best price every day.
Commonwealth Motors, located right off Route 495, exit 103A in Lawrence.
Find us fast at shopuslast.com.
My name is Charlie Dare, and I independently approve this announcement. Shop us last, you'll love us.
The preceding was a great announcement.
Here in New England, people are loving what QC Kinetics is doing. The all-new starter plan at QC Kinetics is making it easier than ever for people with joint pain to get this incredible treatment. It's a very affordable way to experience the cellular therapies that QC Kinetics is known for. They're the nation's leader when it comes to regenerative medicine. So if you have joint pain in your knees, hips, back, or shoulder, you need to learn more about this. Regenerative medicine uses the body's own growth factors to attack joint pain the natural way. It's a better way to deal with arthritis pain, no drugs, no surgery, and no downtime. It's a restorative approach with lasting results. If you've reached the point where they're recommending a hip or knee replacement, don't do it until you call QC Kinetics. The starter plan is here, and the journey to relief may be a lot easier and less expensive than you ever imagined. Learn more about the starter plan from QC Kinetics when you call for a free consultation. 617-644-PAIN. That's 617-644-PAIN. QC Kinetics, 617-644-PAIN.
As school messes return, rest easy. Clorox has got your back to school.
Oh, no. I'm back. That messy science experiment. And I brought baking soda, cornstarch.
And you're due tomorrow, right? Well, at least I stocked up on Clorox disinfecting wipes. Because you're not messing up my kitchen counters like last time.
Ooh, smart. Got any food coloring?
And off to the store we go.
Stock up on Clorox disinfecting wipes that clean 3 times better than wet paper towels on kitchen grease and soap scum. Use as directed.
Savings. Now that's speaking the Lowe's language. And when you join My Lowe's Rewards for free, the savings just keep coming. Save money with member-only offers, plus earn points when you shop. More points equal more rewards, just for you. Because Lowe's knows you earned it. Literally. Learn more about our loyalty program at lowes.com/MyLowe'sRewards and become a member for free today. Program subject to terms and conditions. Points are awarded on eligible purchases. See lowes.com/terms for full details. Subject to change.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
This is...
And the Boston Red Sox are the world champions.
Red Sox Baseball.
And it is good!
On the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
For the first time in 86 years.
The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaws and Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
Holy cow!
110 Grill, gluten-free dining done right. Arbella, here for baseball fans, here for good. Brought to you by AZEK Exteriors. Visit www.azekexteriors.com. Mike's Amazing, the official mayo and mustard of the Boston Red Sox.
And it's gone!
Citgo. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Sponsored by DigSafe. Call 811 before you dig or visit digsafe.com. Drains by James. Eastern Massachusetts leader in drain cleaning and pipelining.
And that ball is gone into the front row of the monster seats.
Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars. We help people buy them. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Hire Morgan & Morgan. America's largest injury law firm. Cars for kids. Old car giving you problems? Why not donate it? Call 1-877-CARS-4-KIDS today. Northern Bank. New England Ford. Ford Trucks. Official truck of the Boston Red Sox.
Looking up! Grand slam!
Sponsored by Sherwin-Williams. The Sherwin-Williams Pro Plus program helps you manage and grow your paint business. Sponsored by Nissan. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop NissanUSA.com. Town Fair Tire. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Swinging a drive to left field. There are a couple runs. Way gone.
Subaru of New England. Love spring in the all-wheel drive 2024 Subaru Forester. Verizon, the network Boston relies on.
Long gone into the monster seats.
Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Will Fleming and Tyler Murray.
On a hot and summery night at Fenway Park, the Boston Red Sox play Game 2 of a 3-game series with the Seattle Mariners. We'll get you all the news of the day. The trade deadline has come and gone. Set the matchups and the starting pitchers. But now the national anthem brought to you by BuildSubmarines.com.
At the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Well, a wonderful job by Lauren Flynn. In front of a very nice crowd. Late arriving though it may be, it should be packed and jamming in here at Fenway Park. Tonight, the Red Sox and the Seattle Mariners, two teams very active at the trade deadline that passed just a little bit more than an hour ago. We'll get you in the loop on whom the Red Sox acquired. That national anthem brought to you by BuildSubmarines.com, where you'll find stable, sustaining, skilled trades careers helping bring the next generation of U.S. Navy submarines to life. We build giants because it takes one to build one. Tonight, the Red Sox will see the 24 debut of James Paxton, the Big Maple, on the mound, and another dominant right-hander for the Mariners, Luis Castillo, who has been awesome this year, this month, but the Red Sox have really had a lot of success against him in his career. We welcome you into the broadcast booth high above Fenway Park. And Tyler Murray, this day has been circled on the calendar for some time. Craig Breslow has been adamant that the Red Sox would pick a lane. They did. They bought. They added Danny Jansen and James Paxton before the deadline. Quint Priester, a sort of a developmental project pitcher from the Pirates. And then today, two right-handed bullpen arms, Lucas Sims from the Reds and Luis Garcia from the LA Angels, two guys who pitched in the 8th inning for their respective teams. So the big ticket ad was not made. I think the Red Sox, that reflects where they are right now in this season. They did add, though, and I think they did address their biggest and most pressing area of need.
Yeah, in the short term, especially with that bullpen. I still think the potential best version of this relief group is just a healthy Chris Martin and Justin Slayton. We'll see what that looks like, but everyone always talks about giving your clubhouse confidence that the front office believes in you, and I think they did maybe just barely enough today to say, look, we only picked up guys. The one future ad, Quinn Priester, that was an exchange for a prospect, not a big league guy in Nick York, at least not today. So I think it's a mostly positive trade deadline for the Red Sox.
The biggest name in the starting pitching market that went was Jack Flaherty to the LA Dodgers. Skubal not traded. Crochet stays a White Sox player after all the controversy around that. Blake Snell stays with the Giants. Tyone with the Cubs. So it was pretty dry in terms of starting pitchers moving from one team to another. We'll get into all of that and tell you about who the Red Sox shipped out to bring in Garcia and Sims today. But for now, Tyler Murray, how about today's starting lineups?
Sure thing, Will. They're brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. The Seattle Mariners lead off Victor Robles for the 5th consecutive game. He plays center field. And Randy Arozarena in Game 4 with the Mariners hits second again and plays left field. Cal Raleigh has a homer in 3 straight games. He'll catch and bat third. Then Justin Turner just picked up for Double-A outfielder R.J. Schreck from the Blue Jays. He's going to play first base and clean up in his Mariners debut. Jorge Polanco plays second base and he'll bat 5th. Then Dylan Moore, the third baseman, hits 6th. Bottom third of the order is Mitch Garver, the DH, Mitch Haniger, the right fielder, and Leo Rivas, the shortstop, in support of La Piedra, the Rock, Luis Castillo. He's facing off against this starting 9 for the Red Sox. Jarren Duran, of course, leading off. He'll play center field tonight with Wilyer Abreu in right field batting second. Then for the 9th time this season, Masataka Yoshida earns a 3 spot in the batting order. He'll be the designated hitter. Rafi Devers cleans up and plays third base. And Tyler O'Neill playing left field, hitting 5th. He's got 34 career plate appearances against Castillo. That's a team high. Dominic Smith back in the lineup after a homer and a double yesterday. He bats 6th and plays first base. Connor Wong catches and hits 7th. And then up the middle is the bottom of the order. David Hamilton at second base and Cedar Rafaela at shortstop. Again, that's your Morgan & Morgan starting lineups, brought to you by America's largest injury law firm. Time now for Powering Possibilities, brought to you by Comcast Business. Where might the power come from tonight? Well, both Duran and Devers have gone deep against Luis Castillo in their careers. But the only guy with multiple home runs against him is the aforementioned Tyler O'Neill. And O'Neill now has 5 multi-homer games this season. That is the most in Major League Baseball. With an advanced network, cybersecurity solutions, and trusted partnership, Comcast Business powers more businesses than anyone. Restrictions apply. Call or visit ComcastBusiness.com to learn more. Now the injury report, brought to you by Eastern MedTech, and they know how tough it can be to get a good night's sleep. Maybe it's a late inning loss or lousy CPAP products. That's why fans across New England depend on Eastern MedTech for their CPAP supplies. Call 857-400-0044 or go to easternmedtech.com. Tristan Casas is back in live baseball action. He is right now rehabbing at the DH position for the AAA Worcester Red Sox. Casas says if he feels good after one game, he wants to get right to Fenway. We'll see exactly how long he needs to rehab in AAA after being out for the last several months. But obviously, phenomenal news for the Red Sox with Tristan Casas beginning that rehab. Time now for your keys to the game, brought to you by BMW. Hurry in during the BMW Summer Sales Event and get a credit up to $2,500 off MSRP on select models. For details, visit your Massachusetts BMW Center today or visit bmwcenters.com. Key to the game, don't let this Mariners offense off the mat. They got a little life last night, chipped away against the bullpen, and a great job by Alex Cora not using any of his top-end guys. He got Trey Wingenter for an inning and a third, and then Bailey Horn for the final 3 outs. But this is a Mariner team that is hitting a league-worst .218. That's tied for last with the Chicago White Sox. So for a guy like James Paxton, who has had some control issues this year, the highest walk rate and lowest strikeout rate of his long career, let's see Paxton pound the zone against an offense that really has to prove it's better than that .218 team batting average. And finally, tonight's speed report, brought to you by Verizon. Save big when you switch to the network Boston relies on. Head to your local Verizon store and check out the latest deals. Well, they don't get on base a ton, but when they do, these Mariners lead the American League with a stolen base success rate of 86%. So, see if Connor Wong can slow down some of that speed on the base paths. Still some late trade deadline deals trickling through after that final horn. Looks like the Yankees reportedly have picked up Enyel De Los Santos from the Padres. We'll see if that's confirmed or not. But the Padres doing a lot of adding at the deadline. And, well, that's good news for the Red Sox. All the big names seem to be going out west, whether it's Tanner Scott to San Diego or Jack Flaherty from the Tigers to the Dodgers. And a lot of the trade deadline is about avoiding big names coming into the AL East. And as you look at the Red Sox today, they are 1 game behind Kansas City, who has a pretty easy series this week against the White Sox. So the Royals are in that 3rd wild card spot. Red Sox right now are a game and a half up on these Mariners. And the key thing is, because you have a series against everybody across the majors this year, this series is going to decide the head-to-head potential tiebreaker between the Red Sox and the Mariners at the end of the year. They don't do game 163 anymore if you happen to have the same record. So if they win today or tomorrow, they will hold the tiebreaker for the rest of the year if they do happen to have the same record at the end of the season against the Seattle Mariners. James Paxton taking his warm-up tosses. We have not seen him since he was pitching against Boston a couple of Sundays ago at L.A., and it actually felt like the Red Sox had him on the ropes in Los Angeles, but they wound up losing that game. It was the third pitch of that afternoon that Jarren Duran hit a 2-run homer off of Paxton. Then he walked Connor Wong and Masataka Yoshida back-to-back with 2 outs, but Jamie Westbrook flied out to very deep center field, and from there, the 35-year-old veteran put himself into cruise control. And, of course, the Dodgers won all 3 games in that series. But Paxton said, "It feels like I never left." He says, "I'm comfortable here and excited to be a part of what they got going on." And the dichotomy for Paxton, it's kind of an old school, new school debate. The traditional stats favor this guy. 8 wins, 2 losses, but 3 metrics have not been trending in the right direction. Hard contact is up, fastball velocity is down, and the aforementioned walks per 9 is at a career high 5. We'll see if he can right some of those wrongs under Andrew Bailey as they work together for the first time. I've worked with Will Fleming about a dozen times now. It gets more fun every time we do it, and here he is for the play-by-play.
Thanks so much, Tyler. Great to be with you again on a hot and muggy Fenway night. James Paxton, the big maple, the left-hander winds, he throws, and Randy Arozarena, Victor Robles rips the first pitch into left field for a base hit. A fastball right there at 92. Robles was not waiting around, and he crushed that into left field. So 1 pitch and a base runner for the Mariners. Robles has been fantastic for the Mariners since coming over after the Washington Nationals released him. Now here is Arozarena, who left the game after crashing into that left field wall last night, back in there tonight. Hit his first Mariner home run last night. So 1 on, none out for Arozarena, who takes a strike on the inside corner. This year, batting average down at .219, 16 homers, 38 driven in. I agree with what Alex Cora said before the game. He thinks Seattle is going to do wonders for Arozarena. He really is a showman. Shines in the biggest spots. 0-1 to the right-hander, and a strike, a fastball right on the inside corner, 92, and it's 0-2. Paxton is not the hard thrower he once was. His fastball sits around 93. Throws a lot of curveballs, occasional changeup, sinker, and a cutter. 0-2, double play depth behind him for this right-handed hitter. Here it is. Arozarena swings and misses. Good curveball, and Paxton back in Boston has his first punch out, and there's 1 away.
Really has been interesting. Paxton, as you said, has become primarily a 2-pitch guy. It's about 86% fastball curveball. He threw 6 pitches outside of that department the entire start against the Red Sox a week and a half ago.
Well, that suits what Andrew Bailey's trying to do. Maximize your best 2. Here is Cal Raleigh, who's homered in 3 straight. He skies one into left. The yard will hold this. Tyler O'Neill is camped out underneath it about 5 feet in front of the warning track on the border of the line score and the Mason sign. And T.O. makes the catch. Can of corn, and they're 2 down. Tom Smith is at first base. David Hamilton this evening is at second, with Cedon Rafael at shortstop and Rafi Devers at third. Duran in center, Abreu in right, and as you now know, O'Neill in left. Wong, the catcher, is Justin Turner. He gets a small round of applause back into the right-handed batter's box. His Mariner debut. So good with the Red Sox a year ago. He takes a fastball outside from Paxton, and it's 1-0. He's been red hot with the Blue Jays, Turner. Part of the reason they were able to flip him, I think, to Seattle. Overall, 257, 6 homers and 31 driven in, but the last couple weeks he's been scalding. 1-0. Robles goes. The pitch is high. The throw to second. Not in time. Head first slide for Robles. His 13th steal of the year. Tyler told you their success rate is off the charts good. They don't run nearly as much as the Red Sox do, but Robles picked his spot. A fastball was high. And it's 2-0.
He's been a real spark plug for this team since they signed him off the free agent heap. The Nationals just straight up released Victor Robles, and now they can't imagine life without this guy.
By the way, tonight we're going to talk to Roger Clemens in the 2nd inning, because we are going to promote and auction off his annual gift to the Jimmy Fund, batting practice here at Fenway with Roger Clemens. Time is called. I don't know what Turner was looking at out with Robles, second base, maybe thinking he was a little bit banged up there, so they give him a moment. Live batting practice here at Fenway. You and 9 of your closest friends, an hour of batting practice, lunch, a behind-the-scenes tour, and everybody gets an 8x10 autographed picture of the Rocket. 2-0 to Turner. Runner at second with 2 down in the first. Paxton is at his belt. He throws, and a swing and a foul. Fastball right back. And it's 2-1. 8-2 with a 4.43 ERA. Tyler mentioned 48 walks in 89 in the third innings and 82 hits as well. He proved this a year ago with the Red Sox. He does have a knack to get out of trouble. He is most vulnerable right here in the first inning. Always been the case. The 2-1 is fouled back. Turner took a big rip. And it's 2-2. They were totally active. The Mariners were. They got Justin Turner, Randy Arozarena, Jimmy Garcia, and then today JT Shagwa, the reliever. So they got 2 hitters and 2 arms. 2s everywhere. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, runner at second. Number 2, JT, fouls it off on the first base side.
He said this on the broadcast last night. The window for the Mariners is probably more open than you realize because the offensive struggles get the headlines. There's not a rotation in baseball with better, younger, long-term controlled arms than the Mariners have. I'm surprised they didn't do more, honestly.
Does feel like they're a couple hitters short. Here is a line drive into right field, sinking. That's down for a hit. Abreu's got the big arm. They're going to send Robles. Williers' throw is up the line. Wong will not try the tag. He throws to second, and they got Turner there. I don't know that that was the right decision from Connor Wong. The throw was just up the first base line. I think had he lunged out toward Robles, they had a chance to cut down the run. They did not do that. Instead, they get Turner a base hit, and it's 1-0 Mariners. But that ball got to Willier with Robles still at third. Mariners do get a run, and they got the dominant right-hander Luis Castillo on the mound after this. Mariners lead 1-0 Sox coming up on the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Network.
Let's face it, buying a car sucks. Meet FlexCar, New England's only month-to-month car lease with 0 down payment and ability to cancel at any time. Cars start at just $199 a month, and insurance and maintenance are both included in your monthly bill. Get started today at flexcar.com.
And they're off. The race for small business loans is underway. Out of the gate, it's Monster Bank, followed by Nickel and Dime Bank. Nickel and Dime is moving on the inside, now followed by Excessive Fees Bank. But wait, Owners Bank is pulling out of the pack, and it's Owners and Monster out in front. Down the stretch they come. Monster Bank pulls up lane as Owners Bank crosses the finish line. Magnificent!
Faster business loans, lines of credit, and small business credit cards. We move faster. Owners Bank. All business, no BS. Owners Bank is a division of Liberty Bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Wait, she's posting pics with a dude in Mexico. We just broke up.
If Heineken Silver was a doom-scrolling ex-boyfriend, it would have all the feels. None of the new boyfriend jealousy.
She looks happy. I'm gonna message her. Hey, Stace, loved the super cute post with @RadRyan7. Enjoy Mexico and that ceviche spot from last year. Send pics.
Heineken Silver, world-class light beer. Only 2.9 grams of carbs and 95 calories. All the taste, no bitter endings. Order now at Heineken.com/silver. Must be 21 and older to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
Hey, it's Greg for East Coast Metal Roofing. Now is the time to take advantage of their Beat the Heat summer savings program. Take advantage of 0% financing, plus save 10% when you mention my name. Their Permalock aluminum shingles will never rust or rot, and they reflect radiant heat. That saves you money all summer long. Get your no-cost estimate today on a new roof at eastcoastmetalroofing.com. That's East Coast Metal Roofing, the official roofing partner of the Boston Celtics.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Jarren Duran takes strike one from Luis Castillo, who's making his 23rd start, a dominant right-hander. The 0-1 to Duran is swung on and fouled back. And it's 0-2. Jarren is 2 for 6 with a home run against this right-hander. The Red Sox in 3 starts have actually handled him pretty well, but guy they traded for from the Cincinnati Reds and has further solidified their dominant starting rotation. Right-hander with long dreadlocks, throws, and a changeup misses low to Duran. Jarren, 291, 13 home runs, 53 driven in, also leads the league in doubles and triples, 33 doubles 12 three-baggers. 1-2 misses inside, a 97-mile-an-hour sinker. And it's 2-2. Castillo has been great in July. He's been great overall. They don't often score for him. He's 8-10 with a 3.38 ERA. 2-2. They play Jaron on the infield to pull. The pitch is swung on and missed. He got him with a really good slider. And Duran is gone. First strikeout of the game is brought to you by Northern Bank. Get your business in the zone with Northern Bank, member FDIC. So here's Wilyer Abreu, who's really started to swing it. Sparked that huge 7-run third last night off of Gilbert. Here against another great righty, Castillo. He takes a fastball outside for ball 1. Home plate umpire tonight is Jansen Visconti. 1-0 to Wilyer with 1 down in the first. The pitch is swung on and missed. A changeup. That was a ball, but Wilyer couldn't lay off of it. Tonight, Cal Raleigh catches Castillo. The first baseman is Justin Turner. Polanco at second. Rivas at short with Dylan Moore at third as Wilyer hits one sky high out into left field. Coming on is Arozarena, a couple steps to his left. He's there to make the play, and quickly 2 down for the Red Sox in this opening inning.
Well, you're right about the run support for Castillo. He's been great his last 2 starts, but they've lost both of them. Final scores of 2-1 and 3-0.
Just a very simple set of problems for this Mariner team. They got the 30th ranked offense in the game. Amazing. Here's the red-hot Yoshida, who takes a strike on the inside corner. 84 degrees at 7-11 tonight. Time and temp brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers. 617-777-7777. 0-1 to Massa. He's outside. Change up, and it's 1-1. He launched his 5th home run last night way over the Red Sox bullpen. Made it a 4-run lead. Trying to get the Sox started here tonight with 2 down in the first. Castillo winds. Yoshida, a little soft ground ball on the third base side. They had him way over to Poland. Because of that, it's an infield hit for Yoshida. Really got it in on the hands. Just a dribbler down the line, but perfectly placed. And so a base runner with 2 down for Raffy.
It's a season-high 7-game hit streak now, and the cliche for moments like this, when you're hot, you're hot. That's in on the hands. Didn't get nearly as much of it as he wanted to, but he just winds up in the perfect spot over toward third base.
Devers 3 for 9 with a homer against Castillo. And he's only 11 for his last 22 as he takes a little bit low. Red hot, doubled again high off the wall. And he's just, again, finding himself in one of those grooves. 195 career home runs for Raffy. 1-0 with Yoshida leading at first. Here's the pitch. And that's outside. Good take for Devers. Castillo in 130 innings and change. 114 hits, 125 strikeouts with only 37 walks. He's got one of the great commands of the strike zone in all of big league baseball with dominant stuff. 2-0 the pitch. Swinging a shot into right field. That's a base hit. It's going to go to the corner. Yoshida takes the turn at second, and it rattles into the glove of the right fielder, and that means that Yoshida's got a hold at third base. Mitch Haniger did well to get over there and play the carom. They got a good bounce sort of away from the wall rather than riding that rail. But Raffy's got yet another double. And the Red Sox have him at second and third for Tyler O'Neill.
He's ahead 2-0. He gets a pretty well-placed changeup at or below the knees from Castillo, but he just drills it down the first base line. Great swing.
He is hot again. Chance to take the lead back right here for O'Neill. Pitch is swung on and missed. A fastball in on his hands for Raffy. That is double number 24. Tyler with 22 homers, 44 driven in. Big chance here. 0-1. Swing and a pop foul. He got a big fastball and was just a little tardy on it. And it's 0-2. Tyler saw so much of Castillo when he was with the Cardinals and Luis was with the Reds. 7 for 34. That's a 206 clip, but 2 homers against 9 strikeouts. 0-2 to T.O. The pitch. is skied high into right field. Haniger and Robles come together, and the center fielder Robles is there in front of the track by the Red Sox bullpen to make the play. And the inning is over. Red Sox strand a couple in scoring position. And to the second we go. We'll talk to Roger Clemens when we come back about his great contribution to the Jimmy Fund. 1-0 after one. Mariners lead of the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
The Nissan Rogue with available Google built-in helps you make the most of your drive. Take care of the small stuff, like,
hey Google, cool down my car.
And,
hey Google, turn on the dog feeder.
Or change up your adventure.
Hey Google, navigate me to the nearest music venue.
Handle your drive like a pro.
Experience the ultimate connection in the new 2024 Nissan Rogue. Get a low $279 per month lease for 36 months on Rogue. Visit your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. Not equipped on all vehicles. Requires compatible device. Sequences shortened and simulated. Activation of Nissan Connect services package required. Only use features when safe and legal to do so. Data rates may apply. Subject to third-party service availability. Google, Google Play, and Google Maps are trademarks of Google LLC. Well-qualified lessees. 2024 Rogue S all-wheel drive. $47.19 initial payment excludes tax, title, license, and $695 acquisition fee. Disposition fee due at lease end. Take from new dealer stock. Call 1-888-858-8319 for offer details. End 7/31/24.
Hey, it's Lou. Shaw's and Star Market Grand Slam Summer Sweepstakes is back. This is your chance to win free groceries for a year, plus other incredible prize experiences. To enter, check your receipt for entry codes when you spend $50 or more. The official rules at GrandSlamSummerSweeps.com.
There are a lot of so-called fast food deals out there. But do any of them have the Wendy's Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, crispy fries, everyone's favorite nugs, and a drink for just $5 like Wendy's Biggie Bag? Nope. And that's why no other deals can be called the Wendy's Biggie Bag. That and a little thing called plagiarism. When the deal is as fresh as the meal, gotta be Wendy's.
Gotta be fresh. Includes choice of JBC or crispy chicken sandwich with 4-piece nugs, junior fried, small soft drink. U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and California and via third-party delivery.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
First pitch of the top of the second is hit high and foul down the third base line. Into the seats off the bat of Jorge Polanco. James Paxton looking to settle in, and now we are just thrilled to be joined by one of the guys who is so comfortable and dominant, one of the greatest ever to take this mound at Fenway Park. Roger Clemens joins us via the telephone. Rocket, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, guys. Thanks so much.
We're happy to talk to you about this gift you continue to give to benefit the great work they do at the Jimmy Fund and the Dana-Farber. As Paxton into his wind, the 0-1 pitch is in there for a strike. We'll get into the specifics of it. Roger, our fans so familiar with the live batting practice here, but what's going on down in Texas?
Well, just getting through a few nasty storms, lost a few trees on property, but we're rebounding well and helping some other people in the neighborhood that got hit a little worse than us. And then just doing my foundation stuff along with the Astros Foundation, the work I do down here. Sometimes I'll visit with some of the pitchers here, and it doesn't hinder me from when I come up that way to Boston to visit with the guys there. So I really enjoy doing it. And then when they ask a pointed question, we try and fire away for them.
That's one of the great things that you do, Roger, is with one out, Dylan Moore takes a curveball from Paxton high for ball one. 1-0 Mariners in the second. Roger Clemens is with us. The pitch to Moore is crushed high and deep into left field. If it's high enough, it's out of here, but it's off the Pan Mass sign, and then the ledge above the Webb placard, and sliding into second base is a double for Dylan Moore. It still always amazes me, Roger, when you talk about how guys will send you videos of bullpens and ask you questions about mechanics and pitch sequences and all of that. How does it make you feel when the pitchers of today still seek out your input?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, thank goodness for TiVo also, so I can watch some of it in fast pace when I get back from the stadium. I usually like going down early for BP for batting practice, and then maybe an inning or two, and then I'll cut out. Takes me about 20 minutes to get from the stadium to the house. And then with that and my oldest one, Kobe, teaching, we have, in January, it's really active here at the house. I have an indoor facility, the proper height mound, and the guys like to come over and throw in their tennis shoes when they're getting ready to go to spring training. So we have everybody from big leaguers down to, high school kids that'll bounce in and and get some work in. So when I'm around and I put an eye on them, I enjoy doing it. And like you said, it's fun for me because I was one of those guys. And, and thank goodness for Nesson, I get to keep up with the Sox and see how they're starting to gel together. The hitting's contagious, and it looks like they're starting to catch a little wind in their sails.
Yeah, it does indeed. 2-1 to Mitch Garver, 1 down in the second. Roger Clemens with us. You're going to do it again here, Rocket. You're going to throw an hour of batting practice to the fan that gives the most money to benefit your foundation and the Dana-Farber through the Jimmy Fund Telethon. You can call 877-738-1234 to place a bid. We'll give updates throughout the night. What has that experience meant for you, Roger, to be able to give so much back to a place that you loved?
Well, thanks for asking, because this is one of the things I look forward to every year. I mean, it might be a couple things. The American Century Lake Tahoe Celebrity Tournament we look forward to each year, and this Jimmy Fund package. There's nothing like it. I mean, I try and explain to people when they ask me about it here, because I try to get some of our Houstonian guys bidding on it, which they want to, and long distance. And I said, I mean, you get to take batting practice at Fenway Park. It's ridiculous. And there's not a package, any of these tournaments and things I do, there's not a package that is comparable to this at all.
No, it's such a cool thing. I've heard from so many people who've done it. It's a remarkable thing that you're willing to give back, and everybody here does appreciate it. As Mitch Haniger digs in with a runner at second and 2 down, Paxton at the belt out of the stretch. He throws, and a swing and a miss. So I love seeing your video to Joe Castig, who went into Cooperstown. You should be there too, Roger. You were on the golf course, and I know what you said to him meant the world.
Well, I love it. I mean, it's you guys mean so much when you call the game and bring things to life for the listeners that are on the road that can't tune in or whatever. But Joe's seen all of mine, and like I said, it's such a great voice, and well deserved for him. He's put the time in. He sees some great players that have come through Fenway Park, and so it was just a blessing to be able to shoot him a video.
2 down with Roger Clemens on the air with us in the second inning. Runner at second, 1-1 to Mitch Haniger. The pitch he is swung on and missed. Is it hard for you to watch the Hall of Fame ceremony, Roger? I mean, you're one of the great right-handed pitchers of all time, and by every measure you should be there. Is that difficult each year?
I actually don't even watch it. When I hear the guys that go in, if I know one of the guys, I call and congratulate them, and or send them a little text. But I don't really, after year one. Like I said, I don't understand the 10-year process anyway. I think if you're good enough to be in, you should be in. And out of the gate, like I always told Jimmy Rice, when he got in, I think on the 10th try, I always teased him. I said, congratulations, Jim Ed, but how'd you get so good all of a sudden? Did you play a little semi-pro ball and hit another 100 homers that we didn't see or something? I mean, I don't. It's not going to change me as a person either way. We did everything the right way, and I loved playing it. Like I said, my 13 years there at Fenway were outstanding. And again, when I get to come through this batting practice for the Jimmy Fund and for my foundation, it's a huge treat for me to get back on the bump where I spent so much time.
Well, you thrilled so many fans here. It's always a joy to talk to you, Roger. Mitch Haniger is lined up to end the inning. We'll pump it all night. We'll get as much money to the Jimmy Fund and your foundation as possible. Thanks, as always, for your generosity and time, Roger.
You got it, guys. Thank you.
All right, that's the great Roger Clemens. Paxton works out of a jam. We go to the bottom of the second, 1-0 M's in the Shaws and Star Market Red Sox Network.
Guess what, people? Wendy's has new saucy nugs. You heard me. Wendy's nugs now come in 7 saucy flavors. Buffalo, honey barbecue, garlic parm, spicy ghost pepper. You can literally hear your taste buds after every bite. I'm serious. Listen to mine. Okay, that's just me playing with sound effects, but you got the idea. For a whole new way to nug, gotta be Wendy's.
Gotta be fresh.
At participating U.S. Wendy's.
When your favorite ball club looks to close out the game, they bring in a specialist. Same is true in the drain game. When Eastern Mass homeowners need drain and sewer problems expertly fixed, Drains by James is the move. Whether you need drain cleaning or repair, pipelining, or sewer repair, you can depend on Drains by James to bring the relief 24/7. Learn more at drainsbyjames.com. At Drains by James, they give a poop about your pipes.
Once again, it looks like Herb Chambers has an exceptional lineup this season. The automotive hometown hero offers the largest selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs in New England. With so many Herb Chambers dealership locations featuring 35 brands, you'll find the exact vehicle you're looking for. Choose from thousands of different new and pre-owned vehicles. And at Herb Chambers, you always get more for your trade. Because at Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars. We help people buy them. Visit herbchambers.com to view our entire inventory today.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Back at Fenway Park, and Dom Smith has done it again. A ball off the monster just inside the pole. And Dom leads off the second with a lead-off double. He is hot again, is Dom. With the trade deadline gone behind us, Dom continues to dominate. He's in scoring position for Connor Wong. Craig Breslow met with the writers just a little while ago. You see a shot of him eating for the first time in probably hours. He will sleep like a baby tonight. They have been burning the midnight oil, working the phones. Tell you a little bit about what Craig said when he met with the media. The pitch to Connor Wong is fouled straight back. The first thing he said was, we were able to accomplish what we set out to do, and that this club has shown they're more than capable. And look, they wanted reliever help. They did it. They got Lucas Sims and Luis Garcia, Danny Jansen, Quinn Priester. 0-1. Here's the pitch. And the man on the mound tonight, James Paxton, as Wong takes a fastball outside. 1-1. It's pretty obvious why the Dodgers were willing to part ways with James Paxton, with Buehler and Kershaw coming back. And now today they made a big splash for Jack Flaherty. 1-1 to Wong. Pitch is on the ground up the middle. Smith breaks for third. The shortstop gloves and throws to first in time. And that's a productive out for Wong as Rivas made a nice running play to his left. So here we go again with one of those spots. A runner at third. And less than 2 outs. The Mariners will bring the infield in for David Hamilton. I think the one move other than Flaherty that sent the biggest shockwaves through baseball was Tanner Scott to the San Diego Padres. They made an enormous move for him, traded away more top prospects. Hamilton takes strike on the inside corner. Good slider, and it's 0-1. Hamilton 257, 5 homers, and 18 driven in. So much to Roger Clemens for coming on. 877-738-1234 to bid, and the starting bid is $5,000. 0-1 is fouled. Back to the screen. It's 0-2. Sunday against the Yankees, New York got the 3 in the first, but twice after Wong and Refsnyder homered and Devers tripled, they had this exact situation. Runners at third with 1 out or none out, and just couldn't get them home. This is an imperative spot here for Hamilton. 0-2, swing and a soft dribbler. Foul behind the plate. It stays 0-2. Not great speed at third, which complicates things for Hamilton.
You want to get him going because he's the only starter in the game yesterday. That historic Red Sox offensive output. Only guy who did not get a hit that started last night's contest.
Cedon is out on deck. Infield in for the M's. 0-2. The pitch is strike 3 called. You cannot take that pitch in that spot. It might have technically been a ball, maybe an inch off the plate, but I mean, it's belt high in a spot where you're trying to elevate. That's the perfect pitch to do it on, and too close to take 2 down.
Yeah, I understand maybe you're thinking you're behind 0-2, so he's going to waste a pitch here, but Castillo's about 45% fastballs. You have to be ready for the heat at any time.
So now it falls to Cedon with Smith at third and 2 down. The pitch is popped up, foul on the first base side. 7th batter of the game. It's brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers. 617-777-7777. 0-1 to Rafaela. Hot and humid night at Fenway. Pitch, swing, and a soft foul, thankfully. On the first base line, they had a bare hand play from Rowley, but it was outside the line. League leaders who's circling the drain, presented by Drains by James, Eastern Mass's leader in residential and commercial drain cleaning and pipelining. At Drains by James, they do give a poop about your pipes. How about some of these Seattle Mariners in the qualified leaders in the American League? Kirby and Gilbert in the top 10 in earned run average. Amongst all AL pitchers. 0-2. Cedon takes high with a fastball. In strikeouts, Gilbert, who the Red Sox hammered last night, 5th most at 136. Flaherty, who goes to the Dodgers today, 7th most at 133. Crochet, who stayed put, has the most with 160. 1-2, fouled right over our heads and out of play. And it stays a ball and 2 strikes. Crochet really frustrated Chris Getz, the new White Sox GM. They are having a historically awful season. They wanted to move Crochet, maybe even Robert too, but some of his injuries complicated that. And Crochet kind of went off the reservation and said he wouldn't accept a trade unless they signed him to an extension. He wouldn't pitch in the postseason. 1-2 to Rafaela. Here it is. That's high. And that obviously, Tyler, depressed his value and shocked the White Sox.
It gives him absolutely no leverage in that spot. And he's had a good enough season, I'm sure, to warrant an extension. But that's just not usually how things work. Those are more for off-season trades, not trade deadline acquisitions.
2-2 to Cedon. Dom Smith at third. 1-0 Mariners the pitch. Swinging a high fly down the right field line. Drifting foul, but inside the line. Henniger's there to make the play, and the Red Sox waste a leadoff double. Not getting runners in at third. The less than 2 outs been a big problem lately. 1-0 after 2 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Hey, it's Joe. You know how amazing blueberries are for you? Not only are they rich in antioxidants, new data shows blueberries delay aging and promote longevity. And right now, blueberries and strawberries are on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. July is National Blueberry Month. Come celebrate by getting 1 pound strawberries and blueberries by the pint for 2 for $5. Yes, 2 for $5. Strawberries and blueberries. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
With the enhanced engine performance and fuel economy of newly reformulated Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, you're good to go. But good to go where? Exotic bird shopping? To your Tuesday night bowling league?
Woo! That's a turkeys.
Good to go try your luck at bingo.
G32. Bingo!
Good to go to a lumberjack competition.
I'm gonna move my car.
New top-tier Tri-Clean gas from Citgo. The most advanced fuel we've ever made. Now you're good to go.
Hey there, fans. Will Fleming here. You know AZEK Exteriors as the heavyweight champ, the undefeated #1 brand for premium exterior trim trusted by the pros. Now, we're bringing that same winning performance to siding. Introducing AZEK Bevel and Shake Siding, the ultimate blend of classic beauty and unmatched durability. Say goodbye to expensive maintenance and repainting. Whether remodeling or building a new home, upgrade your exteriors with new AZEK siding today. Visit azekexteriors.com to order samples and learn more.
This is Jeffrey Glassman. For 4 generations, my family has called New England home. When you're hurt in a car crash, we fight big insurance companies to make sure you get the money you deserve. Hurt? You gotta get Glassman. Call 617-777-7777.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Leo Rivas against James Paxton here in the third. 1-0 Mariners lead. Garrett Cole was scratched from his Yankees start today. Will Warren is on the mound, and Austin Hayes, the newest Philly, hit a 3-run homer off of Warren. They lead 4-1 early in that one on the Subaru of New England scoreboard as Paxton is ready. He misses upstairs with a fastball to Rivas. And for the play-by-play, here's Tyler Murray.
Will, thank you. So nice to be back with you at a packed Fenway Park on trade deadline Tuesday. A lot going on today at the ballpark. Paxton's offering it misses high 2-0 to Leo Rivas. 1-0 Mariners. Red Sox have 3 hits, including 2 doubles, but no runs. But those are 2 more doubles for diabetes and $50 to the American Diabetes Association. 2-0 to Rivas. Swing and a miss. That's brought to you in part by the Massachusetts Health Connector. If you need health insurance, go to mahealthconnector.org and find the right plan for you and your family. Rivas batting out of the 9th spot in the Herb Chambers batting order for Seattle. 2-1 from Paxton. That just misses off the inside corner. Rivas came in late yesterday as things were getting out of hand. He had an at-bat in the 8th inning. He singled and scored a run. 2 singles in the opening inning for Seattle have the Mariners in front early as the 3-1 pitch is cut on and missed. 4-seamer at 93 from Paxton, and that's pretty much where he's been at with his velocity this year. A couple of ticks down on the radar gun. Alex Cora is still confident they can get the best out of him, but it starts with strike throwing. Almost 5 walks per 9 this year for Big Maple. That is a career high. Against Rivas, leading off the third, 3-2 pitch is swung on and fouled away. Whether you're off to the ballpark, dog park, or amusement park, Citgo top-tier Tri-Clean gasoline gets you where you're going. Whether you're traveling near or far, when you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Rivas, a .273 hitter this year, but just in 11 plate appearances as a 3-2 pitch is swung on and fouled back. A lot of guys in this lineup recently called up or recently signed. They are trying to piece things together and find a solution for the struggling offense. This is Rivas' third separate time up from AAA Tacoma this year. He was bumped up most recently last Tuesday. Into the windup. 3-2 from Paxton again. Is in there. A called third strike. Fastball right on the inside corner at 94. And Paxton picks up strikeout number 3. You'd like to see 94 on the radar gun as he's gone through the order one time. 3 hits, a double, and 2 singles, including Turner's RBI knockout of the cleanup spot in his first Mariners AB. So Victor Robles, who scored that run, in from the right side. He'll take a first pitch strike on a curveball. Eight wins and 2 losses for Paxton, but 2 blow-up outings have messed up his ERA as the 1-0 misses inside. If not for 6 runs allowed in an inning and 2/3 in Pittsburgh on June 5th and 9 runs in San Francisco on June 30th, he'd have an ERA under 3. Right now it's 4.42. The 1-1 pitch dips down and in 2-1. It's interesting, Will. A guy who didn't live up to expectations last year because of injuries. Paxton is back. It's kind of tough to reckon with what expectations we have for this guy, and we're about to find out today, I think, how high the ceiling is for a 35-year-old veteran rounding out this rotation. As the 2-1 is swung on and softly tapped out to the shortstop. Charged by Rafaela, has it near second base and throws in time to first to get Robles for the second out.
I think that's true, and yet I don't think the Red Sox are going to expect the moon from him. They just need dependable, reliable starting pitching. And before the injuries, that was kind of the hallmark of his career. It took him a long time to come back from Tommy John. In fact, in his first contractual year with the Red Sox, he didn't pitch at all. What a cool shot that is in the owner's box right now.
Randy Arozarena takes a first pitch strike.
Craig Breslow chatting with John Henry, who's been here a little bit, and I'm sure the two of them have been in constant communication, but it's probably something of a post-mortem about what might or might not have been possible at the end.
Arozarena grounds one foul.
I think most of all, Tyler, Red Sox fans should be encouraged by the fact that moves were made. Last few years, no matter the names, the lack of activity was a little alarming.
0-2 to Arozarena, swings and hits one in the air to right field, shallow. Abreu coming in toward that pesky pole will stay on the grass. Moving to his right now, he makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 third inning for James Paxton. After 2.5 at Fenway, it's Mariners 1, Red Sox nothing on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Johnson Paint is now a Rings End brand. We'll use our expertise to turn your inspiration into reality with Benjamin Moore's large selection of brilliant and durable paints and stains. We offer expert advice for both contractors and homeowners, like complimentary in-store color and design consultations. Johnson Paint is proud to be New England's largest Benjamin Moore retailer, with 31 convenient locations as well as online shopping. No matter how big or small your project, we'll make sure you have everything you need to do it right. With Benjamin Moore at Johnson Paint, your inspiration, our expertise.
All right, kids, let's hit the road. The summer road trip is as American as, well, baseball and apple pie. And there's no better way to appreciate the beauty of America than from the road. Celebrate America this summer with Herb Chambers.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Starting trouble. No one likes that. We can get you set up for some stronger starts. You might just need a fresh charge, and we can take care of that free of charge. But if it is time for a new battery, we've got replacement batteries that'll fit your needs, starting at just $79.99. That's what makes us America's #1 battery destination.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Again, St. Bede's story. Jim was at the laundromat when he heard his ear said, "Maraca, senor," but his nose said, "Hey, freshest scent ever." Following his nose, Jim found a man pouring a bottle of Gain Scent Beads into the washer. The scent the freshness. Jim blurted, "Sir, your scent maracas smell amazing." Actually, Jim, most noses call them Gain scent beads. Try Gain scent beads. Way fresher than detergent alone.
Red Sox Review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
Top of the order with Jarren Duran, then Willie Abreu and Masataka Yoshida after him, and the Herb Chambers, Lincoln of Norwood, and Lincoln of Westboro batting order. 1-0 Mariners. Those who move to the bottom of the third. Luis Castillo back on the hill. His 33rd pitch is swung on and fouled away by Duran. Nice job by James Paxton to retire the side in order in the top of the third. Retire the Side is brought to you by Azek Exteriors, featuring a new Azek bevel and shake siding, engineered to deliver classic beauty but without all the maintenance. Visit azekexteriors.com. 0-1 to Duran is way outside. A sinker from Castillo at 97. With Will Fleming, I'm Tyler Murray. Red Sox looking to follow up a phenomenal offensive night yesterday. And it happened here in the third inning yesterday against Logan Gilbert. 7 runs. Pitches swung on and fouled back 1-2. They had 11 extra base hits, their most in a single game since 2019. 8 doubles, their most since last June. And at one point in the third, they had 5 straight extra base hits. It was a homer and then 4 doubles in a row. Most runs the Mariners have allowed all season, the 14. Duran swings and rolls one over to the second baseman, Jorge Polanco. Routine play for him, a lob it to first. And Duran is 0 for 2 after striking out his first time up. The Arbella Insurance Foundation is dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. For every strikeout from a Red Sox pitcher during this season, the Arbella Insurance Foundation will donate $50 to the Jimmy Fund. Here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good. Duran broke a mini 0 for 9 skid with 2 hits yesterday as Willie Abreu digs in and takes low, and he was the star of that third inning, and it was just 1 at-bat, but it took 12 pitches for Logan Gilbert to try to get him out, but he couldn't. He capped it off with an RBI single. 1-0 is in for a strike, a changeup at 89. And in large part because of, well, maybe a 50-50 call that went Boston's way, but the long battle that Gilbert had to endure, he did not get out of the inning. 1-1, Abreu swings and fouls it back. And on the very next pitch, after Abreu singled, Masataka Yoshida went deep, and that's when you really knew that Gilbert didn't have it. Only 69 pitches, the American League All-Star. Bases empty, 1 down. It's 1-0 Mariners in the third. The 1-2 to Abreu is up and away. Fastball at 97 from Castillo. It's a 5-game hit streak now for Willier, and he's driven in a run in 5 consecutive games. Castillo into the windup in the 2-2 pitch, swinging a tip off of the catcher. He's putting together another impressive at-bat against a dominant Seattle starter. Castillo just missed the All-Star game this year. He had a 3.53 ERA at the break, but he made the Midsummer Classic in 2019, 2022, and in 2023. Another 2-2 pitch is down low, so he's worked the count full on 6 pitches so far as he lays off a changeup. Yoshida's on deck, and then Devers in the hole. Now the payoff from Castillo, and Abreu takes outside, ball 4. 7-pitch free pass. And it's the first base on balls issued by Castillo tonight, and the tying runs aboard for Yoshida. For every Walmart wall ball the Red Sox hit, and they had about half a dozen last night, Walmart is donating $100 to Run to Home Base. Walmart is proud to help raise funds to provide life-saving care to veterans and their families who are impacted by the invisible wounds of war while crossing Fenway's home plate. Sign up today or donate at runtohomebase.org. Masataka Yoshida, hot as can be right now. Take a sinker inside 1-0. I mean, is this the best you have seen Yoshida since the Red Sox picked him up, Will?
There was a time in like May last year where he looked a little bit like this. The numbers jump off the page in terms of hard contact in the air.
The 1-0. A wave and a miss at a changeup.
Last year he had, I think, the second lowest overall average launch angle. Not that that's the end-all be-all, but he was around 3 degrees, which just means he's hitting a ton of ground balls. This year, This 24-game stretch when he's red hot, it's almost 10%, and his line drive rate is second in the game only to Luis Arraez.
Wow. 1-1 pitch is very high ball, too.
So he's hitting it hard and in the air, which is a pretty good combo, and that's sort of the hitter the Red Sox thought they saw after all that scouting in Japan. Too often last year, the legs went out on him, and he beat the ball into the ground, but for a month, he's not done that.
Season high 4 runs batted in last night, 3 hits, and including today, a 7-game hit streak. 2-1 pitches smashed into right field, a base knock between first and second. Abreu heads to second base, will slam on the brakes there. A walk into single and put the go-ahead runs aboard for Rafi Devers with just 1 down in the bottom of the 3rd.
Thought off the bat that Willier would easily get over to 3rd, but Henniger got to it quickly, strong throw, and a big part of the decision-making is the man coming up. Another hard line drive for Yoshida.
So 2 for 2 today. That means he's 5 for his last 7. Incredible series against one of the best pitching staffs in baseball. Entering the series, the Mariners rotation led the majors with 65 quality starts, a 4.5 strikeout to walk ratio, and a .220 opponent batting average. First pitch to Devers. That's pumped in there for a strike at 96. He doubled his first time up to put runners at second and third. If not for a good play in right field by Mitch Haniger, they probably score a run on that play. 0-1. Devers swings and misses a heater at 96 again. It's 0-2. He was ahead at 2-0 and got a changeup his last time up. So different story this time around against Castillo. He was about to throw his 50th pitch with 1 down in the bottom of the 3rd. 0-2. Devers swings and sprays one to left field. Slicing toward the monster. Back to the wall. It's gone! Rafi Devers, a 3-run bomb! On an 0-2 pitch, he goes the other way and gives the Red Sox a 3-1 lead.
He is an absolute freak. Just so few left-handers can do that. That wasn't a bad pitch from Castillo, off balance kind of. And Rafi is able to just reach out and backspin it. And that was not a wall scraper. They got way into the 3rd row of the monster seats. He absolutely is incredible. And another homer the other way.
A double and a bomb already for Devers. As the first pitch to Tyler O'Neill's in for a strike. Something about the 3rd inning this week. Fastball top of the zone at 96.
Not even barreled for Rafi.
Not even close to barreled. That was off the handle.
Ridiculous.
0-1 pitch is fouled back from O'Neill, so 0-2. So a 7-game hit streak for Devers. And the 0-2 to O'Neill is fouled back. So Rafi is 5 for 11. With 2 homers and 2 doubles now against Castillo, including tonight. And even with taking the All-Star break off, he was a little slow out of the gate once the game started back up again in L.A. Not anymore. 0-2 is a slider down and away to O'Neill, so 1-2. So 1 away now with the bases empty. Red Sox 3, Mariners 1. The Seattle team was riding high after winning all 3 games against the White Sox last weekend. Different story at Fenway. 1-2 to O'Neill is high with a fastball, 2-2. He flied out to center field his first time up. His 9 games out of the All-Star break have been sensational. A .385 average with 6 home runs. And the 2-2. Swing and a pop-up. Shallow left. Rivas out from shortstop. Signaling to Arozarena that he's got it, and he does over his left shoulder. 2 away.
I mean, we've all talked so much about how Devers did not have a career season with OPS over 900. Now he's in 1,000 territory. Came into today 968, which is the 4th highest in the game behind only Judge, Soto, and Witt, and he's got a double and a homer tonight.
He's lived up as Dom Smith takes the first pitch fastball strike. We'll give you the rivalry report earlier. It's Phillies 4, Yankees 1. And that's brought to you by Riverwalk. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Castillo to Smith. And Dom swings and launches one to right field. Haniger back toward the track. He'll reach up and make the catch to retire the side. Spacious senior apartments on River Spring Living's 32-acre New York City campus overlooking the Hudson River. Riverwalk sponsors your rivalry report. 3-run home run from Rafi Devers gives the Red Sox a 3-1 lead. Heading to the fourth on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Town Fair Tire has the area's largest selection of Toyo tires, sells them all at the guaranteed lowest price, offers more free services for life than anywhere else, and Town Fair has well over 100 locations throughout New England and New York. The area's largest inventory of Toyo tires at the guaranteed lowest price, more locations, and the most free services for life. So for your next set of Toyo tires, remember, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody!
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Playing it safe at home means having health insurance. And if you need coverage right now, the Massachusetts Health Connector has a lineup loaded with power. The Connector Care program is available to more people than ever and includes low premiums and no deductibles, keeping you covered and saving you money for everything from an urgent ER trip to managing chronic diseases like diabetes and hypertension through no-cost prescriptions. Everyone in Massachusetts is required to have health insurance. If you need it, go to mahealthconnector.org today and find the right plan for you and your family. That's mahealthconnector.org.
Breaking news, in Dorchester, Paul and Judy purchased whole life insurance policies thanks to their Mass Mutual financial professional.
Wow, what a play, Tom. Can't beat those living benefits.
And in Melrose, Kelly applied for disability income insurance.
Now that's planning for the future.
Insurance, planning, investments. We're here for life's major plays, on or off the field. Mass Mutual, official partner of the Red Sox. Learn more at massmutual.com/Red Sox. Securities and advisory services offered through MML Investor Services, LLC. Member SIPC and a Mass Mutual subsidiary.
Hurry in during the BMW Summer Sales Event. Lease the 2024 BMW i4 eDrive 35 for $449 per month for 36 months with $4,869 due at signing and zero security deposit. Now through July 31st. Government and dealer fees not included. Details at bmwcenters.com.
Ask your smart speaker to play. 93.7 WEEI. Now back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
3-1 Red Sox. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
James Paxton's first pitch to Cal Raleigh here in the fourth is in for a strike, a curveball at 79. Rafi Devers, an opposite field 3-run home run, has given the Red Sox a 3-1 lead on Seattle. 1-1 to Raleigh, swings and drives one to center field. Durant over toward the left center field gap. He'll make the catch in front of the warning track. Then there's one away. Think you can go deep over the monster off of Roger Clemens, perhaps?
No, I don't.
You don't?
No.
Well, even if you're not as confident as I am about this, you can dial 877-738-1234. Place a bid in support of the 22nd annual WEEI Ness and Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon. Roger Clemens is auctioning off the opportunity to hit live BP against him right here at Fenway Park. All to benefit the Jimmy Fund and the Roger Clemens Foundation. Justin Turner at the plate, and from the right side, he'll take a fastball strike over the outside corner. You can bring 9 of your closest friends, and the date is going to be mutually agreed upon between the winner, Roger Clemens, and the Boston Red Sox. 0-1. Turner grounds one foul. So you get 1 hour of batting practice against the Rocket here at Fenway. Lunch is included. You get a behind-the-scenes VIP tour, and Roger's going to provide an 8x10 autographed photo for each batter. Starting bid is an impossibly low $5,000, and remember, it benefits the Jimmy Fund. We all know what great work they do. 0-2 pitch is inside, 1-2.
Well, and as someone who has spent a lot of time with Roger, he will engage with those people. I mean, you can hear it. I mean, he's just an incredible personality, and he cares so much about the Red Sox, the Jimmy Fund, Boston in general.
He said it's the highlight of his year as the 1-2 is fouled away.
I really like Roger. He's just fun to be around. He knows the game. He will talk to those people about anything they want, whether it's the Red Sox season, their favorite players, what he was like as a Red Sox pitcher, time with the Yankees, God forbid, but he'll go anywhere they want.
Here's the 1-2 from Paxton to Turner. Swing and a miss. Got him on a curveball. And after Turner hit an RBI single his first time up, Paxton gets the best of him the second time around. It's his fourth strikeout. The fourth inning is brought to you by Cars for Kids. Donate your car and help a child today. Schedule your free pickup at 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS or at carsforkids.com. That's Cars with a K. With Will Fleming, I'm Tyler Murray as James Paxton faces Jorge Polanco, who he K'd his first time up. Red Sox 3, Mariners 1, top of the fourth. Bases empty, 2 away. And the first pitch is swung on and sprayed foul to the right side, and that'll get into the 6th row. 0-1 on Polanco. 49 pitches so far from Paxton. Robles hit a single to begin the ball game and then stole second base and came in 3 batters later on the Turner RBI single. But since then, Paxton has retired 9 of the last 10 Mariners. Will told you the first inning is usually the speed bump for him, but once he's past that, you see a lot of strong pitching like this as he misses down and away with a rare changeup. The kick and the 1-1 to Polanco. He swings and rips one to deep left center field. Back to the monster it goes. It is out of here. Jorge Polanco with his 10th home run of the season cuts the Red Sox lead to 1. 3-2 ball game as he hits a solo shot with 2 down in the 4th. It was a fastball on a 1-1 pitch at 94. And he yanked it out to left center over the green monster. I told you Paxton threw a changeup earlier. He's only tried that twice today. As Dylan Moore will bat now and take a curveball for strike 1. He doubled his first time up. Yeah, it's a pitch that Paxton knows just caught way too much of the strike zone. As the 0-1 is low with a curveball, 1-1. So he's thrown 2 changeups, but everything else is fastball, curveball. Sometimes the four-seamer, occasionally the sinker. Now the 1-1. That's down and away with a curve. So 2 balls and a strike.
Now 8 of his 12 home runs given up have come on that fastball.
The 2-1. Moore watches the fastball high. 3 balls and a strike. Again, the velocity is down on that pitch. He says his arm isn't snapping like it used to when he comes home. Now the 3-1. Moore slashes one foul to the first base seats, and the count is 3-2. Red Sox baseball is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers. Celebrate the Great American Sales Event and join the Bronco family or get a great offer on America's best-selling trucks. F-Series, official truck of the Red Sox. Base is empty, 2 down, the 3-2 pitch. Down low, ball 4. That did not miss by much. Wong dropped the ball, which probably didn't help Paxton's cause. And Jansen Visconti, the home plate umpire, says ball 4. And much of the conversation this year about Paxton stuff has been the control, so maybe a positive that he hasn't walked anybody until now with 2 down in the 4th inning. And again, that was a strike right at the knees, but call didn't go his way. Mitch Garver now. He swings and pops one up. First base side, playable in foul territory for Dominic Smith. He'll come in and make the catch to retire the side. Home run from Jorge Polanco makes it a 3-2 Red Sox lead. Boston still up 1 after 3.5 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
It's pretty interesting what you find out about family members at some of the barbecues we've been to this summer. Like Uncle Fred. He said he went to Woodstock and he couldn't find his clothes for 4 days. I think we're good on that. Finding money owed to you is easier than finding your clothes at a music festival. Put your name in at findmassmoney.gov. You could have money that's yours from uncashed payroll checks, forgotten savings account. It's estimated that 1 out of every 10 people have unclaimed property. Put your name in at findmassmoney.gov. It's fast, easy, and free.
Hey, it's Lou. Do you know how amazing blueberries are for you? Not only are they rich in antioxidants, new data shows blueberries delay aging and promote longevity. And right now, blueberries and strawberries are on sale at Shaws and Star Market. July is National Blueberry Month. Come celebrate by getting a pound of strawberries and blueberries. Buy the pint, 2 for $5. Yes, 2 for $5. Strawberries and blueberries. If you're short on time, order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Shaws and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
Hey, it's Greg. Join us for a Greg Hill Show Flex Friday live broadcast this Friday at the Tipsy Seagull Dockside Pub in Fall River. Enjoy live music daily, a rooftop bar, swings, cold drinks, and delicious food. Open every day from noon to 11 p.m. The Tipsy Seagull, where every day is a getaway.
Navien tankless water heaters, the proven leader in condensing technology. Request a Navien because you deserve the best in endless hot water delivery. Learn about Navien's condensing tankless water heaters and find a Navien contractor at tanklessmadesimple.com.
Hi, Discover. It's Jennifer Coolidge, and your cashback match has inspired me.
Great. We love doubling the cashback you earn at the end of your first year.
I'm doubling everything now. I'm double dating. I'm double dipping.
Discover cashback match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Red Sox 3, Mariners 2 as we move to the bottom of the fourth. Castillo against Wong, and Connor Wong swings and skies the first pitch to shallow center. It's the second baseman out to get it. That's Polanco. Got a late read on it, but about 10 feet into the center field grass, will go back and make the catch. And Wong is 0 for 2. He grounded out to the shortstop his first time up. Now David Hamilton. This is the bottom third of the Herb Chambers Volvo Cars of Norwood batting order for the Red Sox. 3 runs on 5 hits. The big hit, of course, the 3-run opposite field home run by Raffy Devers over the monster as David Hamilton takes a first pitch slider for strike 1. According to Joe Weil in the stat truck, Devers has 11 opposite field home runs. That is most in the majors.
I believe it.
Here comes the 0-1 to Hamilton. Couldn't check his swing on a nasty changeup. It's 0-2. It was one of the more unique swing and ball flights I've seen become a home run. In on the hands, twisting in the air, almost floating to the monster, and then it winds up way back there, about 3-4 rows over the big wall. That's just a Raffy Devers special. Base is empty, 1 down. The 0-2 to Hamilton is way inside at 96.
Well, it's one thing you learn watching him in particular. It's like far too often early in my time doing his games, you'd think he just hit a fly ball and give up on it. And it backspins and carries in a way that it just doesn't for most people.
Special hitter, Raffy Devers. 1-2 is fouled off by Hamilton.
Which is why that ball he hit the other night on Sunday against the Yankees, Refsnyder launched one, Wong two. Then Raffy hit, what for most humans would look like a normal deep fly ball. But with him, sure enough, it hit up above the MGM sign and almost went out for 3 in a row.
1-2 pitches outside to Hamilton as we get you the Subaru of New England out-of-town scoreboard. Mets helping out the Red Sox with a 2-0 lead over the Twins. Elsewhere in the wild card hunt, just underway in Chicago. Kansas City at the White Sox. 2-2 pitches swung on and dribbled foul. Cleveland a 5-0 win over Detroit earlier. I already told you the Phillies have a 4-1 lead on the Yankees. Orioles 6, Blue Jays 1. Blue Jay fans pretty happy with the return they got for Kikuchi from the Astros. 2-2 pitch, swing and a foul tip into the mid, strike 3. Introducing the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester with even more style, safety, and adventure. Learn more at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
You never know. I hate the people who grade trade deadlines and proclaim winners and losers. You just don't ever know.
Yep.
But I guess there's some worth and value to the guys who track all these prospects and say that those were some really good players.
First pitch to Rafael. It comes in and hits him, or did it hit his bat? No,
it hit him.
They got him.
I think right on the inside of the right arm, which is a nightmare. It looked like it might get him on the hip, but it hit him on the forearm. Scott Service is saying it was a swing. I didn't think so.
No.
Now a lot of concern. You just hope it hit the meat. Not that it feels good anyway, but anything but bone right there on the elbow and forearm. Romy Gonzalez is gathering his things as a precaution. We watched the replay for the first time, and kind of like right above the elbow, like the inside by the tricep.
Yeah, I was going to say tricep as well. I was worried about funny bone, which you can only imagine the pain on that coming in at 95 miles an hour. But fortunately, it missed.
What is Scott Service talking about? That was a swing. Not even a little bit.
It was the reaction and pain, him flinching away, and the bat did cross over after he got hit. Tonight, Romy Gonzalez is stretching just one night after his first career pinch hit home run.
Brandon Henry out with Alex Cora. I think for now, Cedon does look good. The whole key is as the game goes on, and then especially tomorrow, does he wake up and it's ballooned on him? He's going to stay in for now.
He's the shortstop tonight with Jaron Duran playing center field.
He's sort of like Trevor Story now in that he's like the fulcrum of that infield defense. The versatility he gives. He's one of the guys, just for the defense alone, they can least afford to lose.
So he will be escorted down first base as he's still flexing out that right arm. And gets a nice hand from the Fenway faithful with 2 outs on the bottom of the 4th. It's back to the top of the order with Jaron Duran. July is National Blueberry Month. Come celebrate by getting 1-pound strawberries and blueberries by the pints. 2 for $5 at Shaw's and Star Market. Yep, 2 for $5. Strawberries and blueberries. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox radio network.
Been a while. Aaron's put a real jolt in him. Feels like he's overdue, even though Castillo's so good on the mound.
Will Fleming has predicted a Jaron Duran home run. Rafael at first, 2 down, and the first pitch is up and away.
You'll know when I do that.
Okay, fair enough.
But with him, it also means like, one of those vintage shots into a gap.
Yes.
I think one of those is coming at some point soon.
One of his early signature swings came against Castillo last May when he was still trying to prove himself. He struck out his first 2 times up, but then he took him deep in the 3rd showdown. 1-0 pitch, big swing and a miss at a changeup, and it's 1-1. That was when Red Sox fans were still getting to know what Jaron Duran is all about. There's no question now that he exemplifies everything about a winning player. Rafael at first on the 1-1 pitch, swinging a shot right to second base. It's caught by Polanco. Half credit for Will Fleming on the prediction. Hard hit ball, but the inning is over. Still 3-2 Red Sox on the Devers 3-run blast as we go to the 5th on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Storrow Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
July is National Blueberry Month. Come celebrate by getting 1-pound strawberries and blueberries by the pint. 2 for $5 at Shaw's and Star Market. Yes, 2 for $5. Strawberries and blueberries. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
I want that. The Make It Ford Summer Sales Event is on. So make it your best summer ever with Ford. Now's the best time to get our best deals on a great selection of Ford trucks and SUVs, like the Ford Explorer, the Ford Bronco family, Ford F-Series, and the all-electric F-150 Lightning. These are the deals you've been waiting for, so don't wait. It's the Make It Ford Summer Sales Event, so make it yours. Make it now at your Ford dealer today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. K-A-R-S Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Back for the top of the 5th, Red Sox lead the Mariners 3-2 as James Paxton continues. First pitch to Mitch Haniger to the backstop. And that is ball 1. Joined by a guy who knows a thing or two about the trade deadline and all the nerves that go into that. Jared Saltalamacchia. Salty, what's going on, man?
Hey, I've always been told to have a face for radio, so.
Try that again. Hold on. The 1-0 is ripped into left field. That's a base hit as Tyler O'Neill goes down to a knee to make the play. Go ahead, Salty.
Can you hear me now?
We
All right,
can,
we're
yes.
good.
There
I feel better.
You
Fail
do not
number
have
1.
a face for radio. That's BS. You do have a voice for it. Glad to have you along as Paxton gives up a leadoff hit. So the tying run is aboard for the top of the 5th. You're still coaching down the Cape League, aren't you?
Yeah. This is my 3rd year. We've won 2 years in a row, so trying to go for a 3-peat. And I got to tell everybody, I'm not out here to lose.
That's a good philosophy. Here's Leo Rivas in the 9 hole for the Mariners. He squares to bunt, pulls it back, and a pitch misses up and in for ball one. How's this season going? And the playoffs are coming real soon, aren't they?
Yeah, we've got 6 games in 5 days because we had a rain out yesterday. So playoffs start on Tuesday. They kind of changed the playoff profile or whatever around. It's a one and done the first round.
1-0 is in there for a strike.
So we're pretty excited. Pretty excited. We got a good team, a lot of young players. So with young players, you got a lot of learning curves, but they're doing a great job.
What a great way to spend a summer and impart your wisdom. Trade deadline is come and gone today. 1-1 to Leo Rivas. Paxton throws. Rivas does bunt it beautifully down the first base line. Very tough play. Smith tries to throw and hold it, and it's a flop down the first base line past David Hamilton. And on that error, that'll put Haniger over at third. It was an in-between decision for Dom Smith. Beautiful bunt by Rivas. Dom came in. David Hamilton was way back in the hole, had forever to come cover the bag. Dom started his throw, tried to stop it, and then it just flipped out of his hand. And now trouble for the Red Sox as the Mariners have him at first and third.
I think he realized he was going to have to hit a moving target, and that was David Hamilton, one of the fastest men in sports. So he thought better of it, but his hand had already committed, and now you're in a jam.
So here's Victor Robles. Salty, you've been in that spot from behind the dish and over at first, like watching those plays develop. It's kind of a slow-moving train wreck.
It is, and it's tough. That's a tough play for anybody to make. First baseman running in on a ball, having to make a turn and a moving target. You know, you had to spend a whole offseason with Tom Brady to get that throw in.
Here's Victor Robles, who bluffs the bunt, takes a curveball low, and it's 1-0. So after the Devers homer that brought Fenway to life, the Red Sox give up a homer to Polanco, and now first and third, nobody out for the red-hot Victor Robles, who's singled, stolen a base, and scored. Paxton would definitely trade 2 outs for the tying run here. The 1-0, he tries to bunt, pulls it back, and Paxton misses inside with a sinker, 2-0. So the Red Sox today get Lucas Sims from the Reds, Luis Garcia, bullpen arm from the LA Angels. They got Priester, they got Danny Jansen. Craig Breslow said they addressed their needs. They accomplished what they set out to do. 2-0. Here it is. Robles grounds one to third, caught by Devers. He will step on the bag, but it's not a force play, so everybody's safe. Raffy had a chance to tag Haniger out at third, but it was moving so quickly. He first stepped on the bag, then reached out with the tag, but by that time, Haniger back to the bag. I don't know whether they had a chance at a double play to second. They definitely had an out at first. They get none, and now the bases are loaded with nobody out.
I mean, that's such a tough play. I mean, that's not something you can sit there in spring training and go over and work on. That's just instincts. And, I mean, you know, you're playing the hot corner, so it's a tough play. Obviously, worst case scenario, you throw it into right center field. He kept it in bases loaded, so you still got to force out at home.
Yeah, and it gets on you so fast. So you've experienced the drama and emotion of a trade deadline a couple of times. How about the first time going to Texas? Did you have any sense that might be coming?
So it was, yeah, I mean, I kind of knew it was a lot of talk going around for a few weeks. I was too young, so I didn't really think too much into it, but I definitely thought something was going on. And I remember I was with my wife. We were getting lunch, getting ready to go to the field, and then I got a phone call from John Sherholtz telling me that I got traded. So the guy that I looked up to and watched my whole career, and he gives me the phone call. It wasn't the call I was expecting or wanting.
I saw him in Cooperstown a week ago in the Hall of Fame himself. Base is loaded for Randy Arozarena. The pitch. He is on the ground to short. Should be 2, but it's bobbled by Rafaela. He picks it up, throws to first. It's barely in time. A defensive nightmare inning for the Red Sox. Cedon, that was tailor-made. Should have been a 6-4-3. In the end, a pretty good job to recover and throw to first. The Mariners waiting to talk to their video room, and they are going to challenge this. So this is a big-time review coming.
It's a tough one. That's
Seattle's challenging the out call at first base.
Just our first look at the replay, and he's safe. If the foot did hit the bag. Now, there's a question, given the 2 angles we've seen. His left foot does come down before the ball is in the glove. Is it on dirt or on the bag? I think it did get the base, and the nightmare continues.
Yeah, it looks like he's safe. And, I mean, you talked about it earlier, addressed it earlier with Brez just kind of meeting all the needs. And I think that's kind of been one of the needs is the defense. The defense this year hasn't been stellar. And if you're a playoff contention team, you've got to be able to put all those pieces together. You got to be offensively, defensively. You got to be able to pitch. But you got young players out there that are learning on the go in one of the toughest environments.
So you give Arozarena an RBI no matter what. The game is tied at 3, and it is a really consequential review whether there are no outs or 1 out in this inning. The call on the field was out. We've seen this before. There is a mound of dirt in front of the first base bag. The question is, does New York have a clear view that the toes actually made contact with the bag? Again, the foot comes down and lands in that area before the ball is in the glove. Here we go.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. Runner safe. Seattle retains their challenge.
So, a disastrous defensive inning. I mean, Rafaela, he's young. He's in and out of the outfield and the infield, but Salty, there's no way to slice it. That's a play that just has to be made.
Yeah, that's a play that 100 times out of 100 times you got to be able to make it. But obviously there's no person on the field right now that feels worse than him. But as a big league pitcher, Paxton has years of experience and veteran, staff. He knows what he's got to do right now.
Here's a swing and a miss by Cal Raleigh, their hottest and most dangerous hitter. He's homered in 3 straight, including right here last night. Now it's on Paxton to try to limit the damage here as Zach Kelly gets up in the bullpen. The Red Sox make their second error, technically, of the inning. 0-1 to Cal Raleigh. Batting right against Paxton. The bases loaded. The pitch is close, but called a ball. It's 1-1. And again, that's not an easy play by Devers, but it is one that they had an opportunity to get at least 1 out on, and they didn't do that. So still loaded with nobody out. Paxton trying to dig deep here. The 1-1 is swung on and missed. Really good curveball. Salty, you've caught so many different guys. In these kinds of moments, I do think it helps to have a veteran on the mound who's not going to get overwhelmed.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the name of the game, is being there before, doing it, knowing what your strengths are. So as a catcher, I'm calling the pitches to my pitcher's strengths. I'm trying to get through this inning with least amount of damage as possible.
1-2 is just in the dirt inside. Really good block there by Wong, and he doesn't know where it is, but luckily Paxton sees it. It's just a few feet to his right. In these kinds of a spot, if you ever went to the mound, was it more just to take the steam out, or did you ever say things technical, or were you just kind of trying to cool your pitcher off?
So it just depended on the personality on the mound. I mean, that was part of a catcher's tool. We didn't have 5 tools because we weren't fast. So we had to use that as a tool. We were psychologists, so we had to get to know which guys tick. So if we had to kind of curse them out a little bit, that's what we had to do. If we had to baby them, we babied them.
2-2, huge pitch coming here from Paxton. Here it is. And a swing and a miss. He got him. Big time fastball at the top of the zone. That is enormous for Paxton. And that's going to do it for Alex Cora. Now that is a little bit surprising to me, except that you got Justin Turner coming up here in a moment as the 3rd time through the order continues. The Red Sox have both Zach Kelly and Yohan Ramirez up now. Alex just now takes the baseball and makes the signal to the bullpen. We see that more than ever, Salty. We saw it on the Saturday game against the New York Yankees in extra innings. We've seen it where a guy gets a big strikeout and comes out of the game. I think during your era that almost never happened.
No, I mean, it didn't happen, but there's a lot of different situations. I mean, obviously every game matters at this point. So, Paxton's not a big ground ball pitcher. Even though this inning he had 2 ground balls, he's not a ground ball, known for a ground ball pitcher. You got a guy who's a lift home run guy. So you probably want to bring someone in that can throw some sink, try and get a ground ball, get a double play, and get you out of this jam.
They're going to go to Zach Kelly. We'll take a quick break. Back with Salty for more. It is a huge juncture in this game. Tied at 3, bases loaded, and wouldn't you know it, in his first game with the Mariners, it's Justin Turner coming up right after this in the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
I want that. The Make It Ford summer sales event is on, so make it your best summer ever with Ford. Now's the best time to get our best deals on a great selection of Ford trucks and SUVs, like the Ford Explorer, the Ford Bronco family, Ford F-Series, and the all-electric F-150 Lightning. These are the deals you've been waiting for, so don't wait. It's the Make It Ford summer sales event, so make it yours. Make it now at your Ford dealer today.
Looking to create a space you love? Let Sherwin-Williams bring your color to life. Whether you get expert help with a virtual color consultation or visit swsamples.com to order color chips and peel and stick samples, Sherwin-Williams has all the color solutions to help you find the perfect hue for your paint project. When you're ready to paint, Shop online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams to get everything you need. Let Sherwin-Williams bring your color to life.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Zach Kelly is on the mound, and what a spot for him. He faces his former teammate and friend, two redhead bearded men, which is Zach Kelly and Justin Turner, a battle of gingers. JT drove in a run in the first, then struck out in the fourth. Kelly has had a great year, some wobbles on the West Coast, a big outing in his most recent time here at Fenway. What a spot this is. Loaded up for Turner, who is so clutch in these spots. The pitch to him is a foul on the first base side. You know, the Red Sox tonight already have had a couple chances with a runner at third and less than 2 outs to get somebody. And Turner is like the quintessential example of a guy who so consistently delivers in those spots. 0-1. Kelly stands tall in the stretch at the belt. Here it is. Turner takes a strike, and this is something he will also do. Sort of like Xander Bogaerts, he might take chances early, but 0-2, he is not bothered. He will work himself back into a count.
No, he's a professional hitter. He's one of the guys I hated facing because he stands on top of the plate, so you couldn't really go in without hitting him, so you had to go away, which is where he wants it.
0-2 is on the ground to first. Smith bobbles it. He will take it himself to the first base bag. A run comes in. Turner does put the ball in play. He does give the Mariners a lead, but that too could have been an inning-ending double play.
Yeah, this has definitely been one of those innings you want to erase. Kind of short-term memory. I mean, those are three pretty easy routine balls. I mean, Devers obviously was a tough one, but he's a veteran. He's getting paid a lot of money. He's been around the game. He, should know what he needs to do with the ball when it comes to him.
So now, what a spot for Kelly to really try to stem the tide. It would be okay to get out of this right here. But Jorge Polanco homered his last time, now batting left, and a sweeper misses low, 1-0. Salty, in your career, does that sort of tension defensively, can that kind of, like offense we know is contagious, can defensive tension be the same thing?
Yeah, I mean, I think you're seeing it right now. I mean, everyone's kind of nerves are going up. You don't want to be that guy that makes an error. The ball's coming to you. It'll find you when things are going wrong.
1-0 to Polanco. The pitch is a strike on the outside corner. How about this number about the Seattle Mariners? Tells you how good they are on the mound. When they score 5 or more runs, they are 34-4. And they got 4 in right now, a chance for more with second and third and 2 down. Kelly is ready. The 1-1 is inside. It almost hit him on the back foot. He swung, though, did Polanco. That'll drive Scott Service crazy. He thought Rafaela swung when he didn't. Now, Polanco almost hit. They say he did go around, and they're letting him hear it from the dugout. 1-2.
I think I saw another stat in there that was pretty impressive, that the Mariners are leading the league with 65 quality starts with 3 or less runs.
With the horses they've got, you can believe that. Second and third, 2 down, 4-3 Mariners. 1-2, big pitch coming. Kelly holds, he throws, and a breaking ball in the dirt. He does not have real good command of the sweeper, although in a 1-2 count there, that's putting faith in Wong to bury one and know he'll get in front of it.
Yeah, I mean, and let's be honest, you have first base open. Polanco's a better left-handed hitter than he is right-handed hitter, so you want to be careful. You want to limit the damage. You don't want him to get a hold of one in the gap or over the fence. So if you walk him, you walk him.
Yeah, Dylan Moore hitting 207 is on deck, 2-2. Kelly's ready. He throws, and a fastball just misses. Again, that was a good pitcher's pitch, and runs the count full 3-2.
So this is the part of the game where I always loved. I would sit there and look at all the data, and I wanted to know what your 0-0 swing percentage and 3-2 swing percentage is. If 3-2 swing percentage was up, you're getting a slider, 100%.
The game within the game. See what Kelly does here. 3-2 comes home, and it's low, a changeup, and that's ball 4. So, to your point, Jared, that is not the worst thing in the world at all. The bases are loaded for Dylan Moore.
Yeah, I mean, you're still alive. There's no runs scored. You got to force at any base. You have a 207 right-handed hitter versus a right-handed pitcher, so I'll take those odds.
So, Kelly got a double play ball that wasn't turned off the glove of Smith. The Red Sox made an error at short, and Dom himself made an error earlier in the inning. Two down, bases loaded for more. The pitch is high in the air into left field. This thing is crushed. O'Neill is back at the wall, and it is off the top of the wall. It goes past O'Neill. Duran there to back it up, but it clears the bases. It is a 3-run double for Dylan Moore, and the bad defense for the Red Sox comes back to bite them in this inning. It is 7-3 Seattle.
So again, that's sometimes where the mental side of the game becomes so important. You know, you realize you got away with Polanco, so now you got a 207 hitter up, and you try and make the perfect pitch, and you leave it up in the zone. Or, you know, sometimes that 0-2 pitch, you're trying to make it extra nasty, and you leave it up in the zone. So, I mean, the inning's not over, even though you have the odds in your favor.
That barely missed going out for a slam. Here's Mitch Garver, right-handed hitter, and he takes a changeup low for ball one. The Red Sox, first 2 months of the year, were a disaster defensively. Without Story, without the outfield solidified. Made a ton of errors at second and all over the infield. 1-0. Kelly sets. He throws, and Garver takes a strike. Sweeper, which is surprising. He's not hit a lot of fastballs lately at all, Garver. But anyway, Rafaela coming on the dirt settled the defense for a while, but last 3 nights they have not played real sharp defensive games. And it has hurt them in a big way. The 1-1 is a little bit low, and a changeup 2-1.
I mean, I think some of that could be it's getting towards August. I mean, it's the dog days of August where these guys haven't played these many games in this kind of environment. So, you know, the nerves are getting there. Their legs are tired, not moving as well as they were.
2-1 with 2 down. 7-3 Mariners. Here's the pitch, and that misses outside with a sweeper. You know, Kelly had been absolutely dominant. He was on a great run going into the All-Star break, and now that is 3 times since the break that he has really given it up. Put in a jam. He did make a pitch. Play wasn't made behind him, but still 3-1. Is swung on and fouled. Salty, you've been with young pitchers. You watched them kind of mature. I would imagine what you're talking about is part of that process, learning to grind through when things don't go your way.
Absolutely. I mean, everyone talks about the physical side of the game, but the mental side of the game is so much more important because over a course of 162 games, plus spring training, then playoffs, I mean, that's a lot.
It's the 9th hitter of the inning. 5 have scored. The 3-2 is outside ball 4. Now that to me is interesting. Alex Cora is going to come get Kelly, and I think we're going to get our first look at the newest member of the Red Sox bullpen, Yohan Ramirez. After Kelly walks Garver, coming in, you talk to all the advanced people, all the Mariners folks. Garver's had a real hard time catching up to any good fastballs, and they spun it to him there, and they lose him. So another pitching change here in this 5th inning. 5 runs in for the Mariners. Yohan Ramirez to the mound after this. 2 down in the 5th on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
During this call to the bullpen, it's the perfect time to check out all the great content at buyfordnow.com. Find Ford offers you won't see advertised anywhere else. Search Ford dealer inventory for your dream vehicle. Compare Ford SUVs, trucks, and electric vehicles versus the competition. Calculate your trade-in value and learn about exclusive offers for military and first responders. So, visit buyfordnow.com and then see your New England Ford dealers.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Sturo Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
Nothing brings the fans to their feet as when the cleanup hitter comes to the plate. And in Eastern Mass, homeowners react the same way when they see Drains by James pull up to take care of drain or sewer problems, as well as provide money-saving pipe lining solutions. Drains by James covers all the bases when it comes to giving homeowners dependable drain, sewer, and pipe service. Learn more at drainsbyjames.com. At Drains by James, they give a poop about your pipes.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Yohan Ramirez
newest member of the Red Sox bullpen. Well, technically not. They got Lucas Sims and Luis Garcia today, but his first outing with the Sox comes in a very difficult top of the fifth inning. Mariners have put 5 up. They lead 7-3. He's 29 years old, Dominican right-hander, originally signed all the way back in 2016 with the Astros, and he has been around. Most recently with the Dodgers. Ramirez sets at his belt, he throws, and Mitch Haniger is hit by a pitch. Man, it's going to load the bases yet again, so this is one of the ugliest half innings of the year.
I've been a part of a few of those, so I know exactly what every guy's feeling right now.
They just want to get back in the dugout any way they can, right?
Any way possible. I'll take a 110-mile-an-hour ball off the bat straight to the guy on the left.
So Haniger, who started things with a single in this fifth inning, now aboard for the second time after being hit by a pitch. And here is the key hitter of the whole thing, Leo Rivas. But now Scott Service is going to go for the jugular. He's going to pinch hit here with, hard to tell, Rojas. So I think Service is going to flip it around and go to the left-handed hitting Josh Rojas. Trying to get a big swing here and almost put this game out of reach as Andrew Bailey goes to the mound. And I doubt Andrew, who very rarely visits the mound, this is more about Rojas versus Rivas, but I know that Andrew, especially in a guy's first outing in this kind of an environment, would rather just leave the pitcher alone on the mound.
Yeah, I mean, this is actually smart just for a few reasons. One, as a catcher, you've never caught this guy before. Doesn't matter if you know what he throws, you don't know how he likes to pitch. So it's for 2 reasons. One, to talk about the hitter, but also to let the catcher know, hey, this is what I want to do. I remember when Jake Peavy got traded over and I had to catch him, and I'm like, all right, this guy's a 15-year veteran, Hall of Famer, potential Hall of Famer, All-Star. Like, I don't want to mess up. So I'm afraid to call anything but what he wants. It's frustrating sometimes.
It's a really interesting point, and maybe in that case, Andrew was kind of triangulating there and talking to both Wong and Ramirez about what they want to do here. All right, bases loaded with 2 down for Rojas, the pinch hitter. 240 with 5 homers. Pitch to him is outside. And Ramirez, 17 games this year, a 5.24 ERA. Sinker, sweeper, 4-seam fastball, and a curveball. He throws all 4 of them quite frequently. 1-0. Needs strikes here. The pitch is a strike. A fastball at 95 that swung on a miss. That's what Alex Cora said when they got him. He's bounced all over the place. They like the arm. They think he's got a big fastball.
Yeah, it looks good. He's got a longer arm than what they teach nowadays with the, short backspin, get the RPMs up. So it's a little long, but that can be deceptive for hitters.
1-1 with the bases loaded. 7-3 Mariners. The pitch is another strike. Good curveball. And it's 1-2. Again, this inning has totally unraveled, but it's only the 5th, and it's a 4-run Mariner lead. Sox, with their offense, feel like they're still in it. One swing here might change that feeling. 1-2, the pitch is inside. It almost hit him on the back foot with a curveball. Nice pick there by Wong. 2-2. What do you make of the down on one knee new style that almost every catcher uses?
So everybody's asked me about that, and I'm bought in. I think it's a great I think it's great for baseball. I think it's great to get the strikes. I just got to learn how to coach it now.
2-2. The pitch is on the ground at third. Devers backpedals, gloves, throws to second. You hold your breath, but the play is made. The inning is over. And the Red Sox exhale and head to their dugout, but not before Seattle puts 5 on the board. 7-3. Mariners salty. That was a lot of fun. Good luck.
Thank you.
The rest of the way on the Cape. Fall League, high school, all that stuff. Great to spend time with you.
Absolutely. Appreciate you guys having me.
All right, Jared Saltalamacchia, that was great. Not the innings so much. 7-3 Mariners. Bottom 5 next on the Shaw's and Star Market Red Sox Network.
Just like our hometown legends of the Diamond, Herb Chambers has been hitting it out of the park for decades with legendary customer service. With over 35 brands and so many locations, Herb Chambers offers the largest inventory of cars, trucks, and SUVs in New England. You can always count on getting the lowest prices and best value. And at Herb Chambers, you always get more for your trade. Come see for yourself and experience our legendary customer service today. Herb Chambers. We don't sell cars, we help people buy them.
Looking for a home run savings rate? With Northern Bank's 5.50% annual percentage yield on a 6-month CD, you'll hit it out of the park. Visit NBTC.com or stop into one of their 12 branches to open a 6-month CD at 5.50% APY. This offer is for a limited time and subject to change without notice. The maximum opening deposit is $250,000 per account. $500 minimum to earn APY, new money only. Northern Bank, member FDIC.
You've got to try the 99 Restaurant's new $14.99 Big Deal Meals. 4 hearty, full-size entrees for just $14.99 every Monday through Wednesday. Like the roasted turkey dinner or the juicy chopped sirloin. You gotta love the nines.
Swing by the newly renovated CCL Homescape showroom in Abington, featuring the H3 window from Sierra Pacific. With the Sierra Pacific H3 windows, you can choose from 50 exterior colors and 8 interior wood species, and each window is protected by a low-maintenance, highly durable exterior cladding that will stand up to the harsh New England weather for years to come. CCL and Sierra Pacific. Nobody's ever built a window like this before. Go to cclco.com to learn more.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
0-1 to Wilyer Abreu. Luis Castillo's been given new life as Wilyer fouls a fastball off its 0-2. 3 of Paxton's 6 runs are unearned. Kelly's run is earned because you can't assume double plays when you recreate an inning. 0-2 the pitch. Wilyer takes a fastball outside, 1-2. Reminder, we got the auction running for the Roger Clemens batting practice to benefit the Jimmy Fund. 877-738-1234 to bid. Wilyer fouls it off. On the third base side, I think the plays that will frustrate the Red Sox most in that inning are the ground balls to Rafaela and Smith, both of which probably should have been inning-ending double plays. 1-2, Wilyer takes a little outside with a fastball, 2-2.
Especially the Turner ball, because Kelly's got a pretty good ground ball rate. You bring him in to face Turner, who is top 3 in the majors in grounding into double plays. That's what Cora wanted to do.
Here's a shot into right field. It is going to get down. Haniger has had a really good night defensively. He cuts it off. Abreu, though, still thinking two. Head first slide. He holds on to the bag. It's a double for Wilyer, and that's the jolt the Red Sox were looking for. Haniger has covered huge ground in both directions in right field, but another missile for Wilyer, and he is aboard for the second time.
6-game hit streak, and I thought this was a single for sure, but he's so good at everything else. Sometimes you forget about how fast Abreu is, too. Great hustle to get there for 2.
Now Massa, the Red Sox hottest hitter. How big an answer would be here? Castillo throws his 77th pitch. It's a foul off of Raleigh for strike 1. Fans alive again at Fenway. This Red Sox team, their ability to fight and answer has been one of their trademarks, even against dominant pitchers like Castillo. 0-1 to Massa. Couple singles today. The pitch is way outside with a changeup, and it's 1-1. You would have to think that part of the reason he's seeing good stuff to hit is that he is in front of Devers tonight. Raffy looms on deck. Dylan Moore in the game at shortstop. He stays. The 1-1 is low, and then it's 2-1. Remember, Rojas pinch hit for Rivas. Rojas at third. Moore from third to short. 2-1 to Massa. Here's the pitch and a foul. Fastball at 96, and it's 2-2.
Talked about good stuff to hit. He's not waiting around for a perfect pitch anymore. He said yesterday he wants to be more aggressive early in counts. You saw a first pitch swing in this at-bat. And then the big blow yesterday was that first pitch home run after the long Abreu at-bat against Gilbert in the third. It's working for him.
It is indeed. 2-2 is close, but a ball, a 96-mile-an-hour fastball inside. It's 3-2. The code word of the game is Pesky 6. Make sure to enter your code word in the portal today to claim your points. Pesky 6. Abreu at second. 3-2 to Yoshida. Castillo is ready. He throws. Massa swings and loops one into shallow right field. Haniger racing in, and and he gets there on the run to make the play. Abreu scampers back to second. That wasn't the best route taken by Haniger. He started straight in and then kind of had to hook over to his right. The ball just hung up a little too long for Massa. And one out, here comes Rafi. We're long past the 110th pitch of this game. It was brought to you by 110 Grill. Gluten-free dining done right. 110 Grill, an official partner of the Red Sox radio network. All right, here's Rafi, who hit a towering opposite field 3-run homer his last time. He swings and fouls a fastball back. That was up at the top of the zone. That's pretty cool. Castillo gave up a bomb in that same neighborhood and comes right back in. And Devers not happy with himself for fouling it off. 0-1. A double and a homer tonight for Rafi. The one-strike pitch is inside. The one thing about Devers is that he neutralizes one of Castillo's huge weapons, that changeup. I mean, it's a great pitch, but Devers obliterates off-speed stuff. 1-1. Here it is. Rafi takes a fastball inside a sinker, and it's 2-1.
5 for 11 now with 4 extra base hits against this guy in his career. Nobody has numbers like that. I know it's only 11 ABs, but he destroys this guy.
The best bring out his best. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Rafi takes outside. I mean, it's like Garrett Cole. It's like Gilbert. All of these high-end starters. He had good numbers against Dylan Cease and many others. He gets up for these aces. We'll see what Castillo does here. I mean, he's got a 4-run lead, but he is pretty bold if he challenges Devers here. 3-1 pitch is swung on and skied into left field, but he just missed this one. Arozarena has it in front of the warning track. He makes the play. Pretty gutsy there by Castillo. 96-mile-an-hour fastball, and Rafi is out number 2.
I don't think Devers gave Castillo credit enough to have the guts. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle. And he did something similar with it to the home run, but he just couldn't get the barrel out in front quickly enough.
So now it's to Tyler O'Neill. In a spot so familiar to the Red Sox the last few days where they need to pick up teammates. They had a leadoff double. Castillo may be nearing the end of his night here. Nobody yet throwing for the Mariners, but although Castillo will occasionally go north of 100, most of his outings, he's kind of in the mid-90s to the low hundreds. So maybe 15 more pitches or so. See if O'Neill can see a lot of those and find one to do damage on right here. 2 down in the bottom of the 5th. Mariners turn this game around. Sloppy defense from the Sox in the top of the 5th. 2 down for O'Neill. He drives one high into right center field toward the triangle. Robles backpedaling onto the dirt is there to make the play. O'Neill just missed that one. And the inning is over. Leadoff double, all for naught. After 5, Mariners 7, Red Sox 3 on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Network.
At 110 Grill, you'll find modern American cuisine in a trendy, casual atmosphere. Visit one of 110 Grill's 36 locations all throughout New England, where you can enjoy favorites like pulled pork mac and cheese, chicken caprese, steak tips, and so much more. The 110 Grill menu features the freshest ingredients, and 100% of their core menu can be made gluten-free. 110 Grill is an official partner with the Red Sox radio network. Visit 110grill.com for more information.
And the pitch. Got him! That sweeper again.
The sweeper's been devastating tonight.
When life gives you a sweeper, hit a grand slam. Enter MassMutual's Grand Slam giveaway, the sweepstakes for Red Sox fanatics. It's your chance to win a player meet and greet, Devers signed gear, and more. For rules and entry, visit massmutual.com/Red Sox. MassMutual, official partner of the Red Sox. No purchase necessary. 50 U.S. and D.C. 18 plus ends 5 p.m. Eastern on 9/30. Grand prize entry period only through 11:59 p.m. Eastern on 7/31/2024. Sponsored by MassMutual.
For the 47th year in a row, Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks. The trucks that move mountains also move boats, bricks, and 2x4s. Work days and weekends, job sites and campsites. F-150 and the all-new Super Duty never stop working, just like you. Ford F-Series, official truck of your Boston Red Sox and America's #1 selling trucks 47 years straight. It's a record that may never be broken until next year. Sales claim based on 1977 to 2023 CY total sales.
You've got to try the 99 Restaurant's new $14.99 Big Deal Meals. 4 hearty, full-size entrees for just $14.99 every Monday through Wednesday. Like the roasted turkey dinner or the juicy chopped sirloin. You gotta love the 9s.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Well, the Red Sox can't capitalize on Wilyer Abreu's leadoff double in the 5th, so we go to the top of the 6th. It's still 7-3 Mariners. Yohan Ramirez is on the mound after getting the final out of that 5-run 5th for Seattle. Top of the order, he throws it over Victor Robles' head. Well, James Paxton went 4 1/3, gave up 6 runs, 3 earned. Zach Kelly got 1 out in the 5th. Ramirez got the other out. And he's hoping to prove himself, of course, to a new organization. Things were not great in Los Angeles before he got DFA'd. In fact, the 2 games before the All-Star break, the Dodgers had coughed up multi-run leads in the 9th inning against the Tigers. They got walked off twice, and it was Ramirez on the mound for both of those defeats, as the 1-0 is chopped foul. And then he was on the hill for a blown save against the Red Sox when they went to Los Angeles. But there are some favorable metrics for Ramirez. His extension is excellent. He gets on hitters as well as anybody in the league. Pretty good at missing barrels, so maybe a bit of bad luck for him. But the fact of the matter is he's trying to lower an ERA that is just under 6 right now. I've actually updated Paxton's line. It's only going to be 2 earned runs out of the 6. So all 4 runs charged to him that came across in the 5th are going to be unearned. The 1-1. Robles swings and loops one to shallow left center, falling fast, and O'Neill can't get there. He has to play it on one big hop. So a bloop single for Robles to begin the 6th inning. And the lightest hitting team in the major leagues has somehow caught fire at Fenway tonight.
Somehow meaning they keep getting extra outs given to them by the Red Sox defense.
That's right. That's another way to put it. And as you mentioned at the time, it wasn't ruled an error, but a hot shot to third that Devers did really well to handle. Should have been turned into an out somehow, but a late tag at third base just wound up going down to the scorebook as a fielder's choice. So Robles 2 hits now, as the first pitch to Arozarena misses outside. Not making excuses for Rafaela, but his error was the first one that snowballed into a rough inning. It was just moments after he got hit in the right arm with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Arozarena swings and lines one to right field. That's a base hit the other way. Abreu will charge it, and that keeps Robles at second base. And the 2 singles to begin the 6th inning off of Ramirez, and the Mariners are not cooling off anytime soon. So Arozarena now 6 hits in 3.5 games with Seattle. Feels like just the burst of energy they need in what's been a latent lineup all year. Put on quite a show during batting practice as well. Actually, fans atop the monster during BP were ducking for cover, not looking for souvenirs. They were cowering in fear of the rockets that Arozarena was sending up to the monster seats. Cal Raleigh's homered in 3 consecutive games. He's got 2 on, nobody out at the top of the 6th inning. 7-3 Mariners looking for more, and the first pitch sweeper is waved at and missed for strike 1. July is National Blueberry Month. Come celebrate by getting 1-pound strawberries and blueberries by the pint. 2 for $5 at Shaw's and Star Market. Yes, for $5 you get 2 strawberries and blueberries. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox radio network. 0-1 to Raleigh, and there's a curveball that he lays off down and in. So it's 1-1. Switch hitting catcher, batting from the left side, Raleigh. 1-1 pitch is fouled off. He's got double-digit home runs against both left-handers and right-handers this year. The only other 2 players who can say that, Teoscar Hernandez and Kyle Schwarber. Justin Turner waiting on deck. Raleigh is 0 for 3 tonight, 2 flyouts and a strikeout. 1-2 pitch. Sweeper down low. Good backhand pick by Connor Wong.
Well, the Phillies got a 3-run homer from Austin Hayes to lead the Yankees 4-1. And then Jazz Chisholm, who hit 2 homers last night, hit a solo homer to make it a 2-run game. And just now, he hit a 3-run homer to put the Yankees up 5-4.
What's that corny thing they say? Did he earn his pinstripes today? I don't know who decides that.
4 homers in 3 games.
Raleigh swings and stings one at first. Diving stop by Dominic Smith from his knees. He throws to second, and they get the middleman there. What a turnaround after a nightmare defensive 5th inning. That's a web gem at first, if I've ever seen one here in the 6th. And they finally get the first out with runners now at the corners.
Well, I mean, Dom has been such a good teammate, and big swings. He is so capable at first base. I know he sat in the dugout and thought long about it. That was a big play.
95 off the bat. But the tough part was it took a hop and then took off. So Smith had to dive to his right and then angle his glove upward so it didn't launch over his mitt into right field. On the corners for Justin Turner. Takes a first pitch sweeper outside from Ramirez. He has thrown 17 pitches now, 9 strikes. In his Red Sox debut, both he and James Paxton coming over from the Dodgers. Not seen as a high-profile late inning bullpen pickup. 1-0 pitch is a sweeper for a strike.
That is the right adjustment on Paxton, though, because after Devers doesn't make a play on that stab at third, you get the bases loaded. You don't assume an out. There's nobody out, bases loaded. Then the misplay by Rafaela, you assume the out at second, and then a strikeout and a ground down.
Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a pop fly toward the shortstop. Rafaela backing up into shallow left field. He'll make the catch. And that's the second out. Runners have to stay at first and third.
But then when Kelly comes in, he gets the ground ball to Dom Smith that should have been the third out. So I think there's an argument to be made that eventually Kelly's run will be unearned. If you assume the same logic and recreation of the inning, after Paxton strikes out Raleigh and he gave the out at second, Kelly would have gotten the third out of the inning. But I guess that brought home a run because there was only 1 out. But I still think it should be unearned.
Well, the real issue for Kelly was the 2 walks, of course, something he's been so much better at lately. Jorge Polanco from the left side takes a back foot breaking ball for ball 1. This copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Boston Red Sox and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of WEEI and the Boston Red Sox. Mariners 7, Red Sox 3. Runners on the corners for Seattle, 2 down to the top of the 6th. Yohan Ramirez sends it in. This one is swung on and belted to left center field. Duran on his horse. He's not going to get there. At 1, hops off the FW Webb sign. 1 run is already home. They're going to stop Raleigh at third, and it's an RBI double for Jorge Polanco. So after the back-to-back singles began the inning, Ramirez got 2 outs, but a clutch delivery and an RBI double for Polanco extends the lead to 8-3 Mariners.
I think we're starting to see why it's an ERA north of 5. I mean, it's just, you understand the high upside play as Andrew Bailey is going to come out again to the mound, but he just makes way too many mistakes in the heart of the plate, and they get hammered.
Now, it can't be easy for him. Had to change teams, go cross country. It's difficult for a lot of guys this time of year. There was also an issue before the All-Star break. We talked about those blown saves against the Tigers. One of them was on a bunt that Ramirez made a throwing error on, and the 2 winning runs scored for the Tigers. And Red Sox fans, I think, are correct to think any pitcher who comes in here has a chance to take a step forward with what both Craig Breslow and Andrew Bailey have implemented here, but it's not going to happen overnight. Mound visit over, and Dylan Moore, who missed a grand slam by 1.5 feet last inning, will dig in. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan postgame show. You deserve a car that thrills you, and Nissan's got an exciting line that'll put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your Nissan store at nissanusa.com. Second and third, 2 down, and the first pitch is well wide of the catcher. Bounces back to Wong off the backstop, but they don't get it to the plate nearly in time to stop Raleigh from scoring on the wild pitch. 9-3, and some boo birds have come out here at Fenway. An ugly mid-inning sequence for the Red Sox.
That's such a fun team, but now between Sunday and here, the defense and poor bullpen pitching, a little bit frustrating.
Nine runs on 10 hits for Seattle. Moore at the plate, 2 down and a runner at third. And the first pitch, or the second pitch rather, is in for a strike, 1-1. The first pitch was wild and that allowed Rowley to score. It's tough because you had 2 outs before a single run was home in the inning. After Devers' home run made it 3-1 in the third, it's now 9-3 Mariners with 2 down in the 6th. 1-1 pitch hits him in the back. He turned away from it. I hope it got him in the back, as Ramirez does not seem to have control over much of anything right now. And it'll put Moore at first base and give us 10 seconds to pause for station identification on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
With Will Fleming, I'm Tyler Murray, and you're crossing your fingers to keep this one respectable with Mitch Garver digging in. Runners on the corners, 2 down. 2 runs already home after a hit by pitch. And the first offering to Garver misses high with a sweeper, 1-0. You had 11 Mariners come to the plate in the 5th inning. And here in the 6th, we've already seen 6 batters in the Herb Chambers batting order. Ramirez working righty on righty. Runner goes for second. Pitch is taken for a strike. Wong's throw down bounces into center field, and that will score another run. Polanco in from third. Moore gets the steal of second base, and on the throwing error, he can get to third. There have been a lot of good times for these fans so far this season at Fenway Park, including yesterday's 14-7 win, but they're not having much fun at all tonight. It is 10-3 Mariners. Mitch Garver still at the plate. It's a 1-1 count. As Wong's throw, it wasn't horrible, but Hamilton just couldn't handle the short hop. He probably wouldn't have got Dylan Moore anyway. He's at third. 2 outs. And the 1-1. That's a fastball just outside at 95. Garver's 0 for 2 with a walk. He played in all 5 games of last year's World Series with the champion Rangers. He was the designated hitter. 2-1. Check swing on a sweeper, and he went around for strike 2. The way this Red Sox team can swing it, you don't want to count them out, but the run production has been limited to that big swing from Devers, a 3-run home run in the bottom of the 3rd. Here comes the 2-2 from Ramirez. Swing and a miss, got him on a sweeper, could not check his swing, and Garver is down on strikes. As the Red Sox do eventually get out of the top of the 6th, but 3 more Mariner runs are across. It is 10-3 Seattle after 5.5 on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Don't be impressed when you hear someone settle their case for what may seem like lots of money. $500,000 seems like lots of money until you learn they lost both legs, had a brain injury, or were paralyzed and can never work again. All law firms are not the same. To see what your case may be worth, go to forthepeople.com and look at our verdicts and settlements for cases just like yours. Look before you leave. Hire the right lawyer. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Diabetes can put you in a slump, but your Libre or Dexcom continuous glucose monitor can keep you from striking out and missing the action. Let Eastern Diabetic help you touch them all and send you all your diabetic supplies. Their wicked smart team will make sure you never have a rain delay when it comes to receiving your diabetes supplies. And they do all the paperwork. Get your diabetic supplies today by calling 857-400-0044 or easterndiabetic.com.
If Heineken Silver was a 60-second radio ad, it'd tell you all the stuff you need to know in only 30 seconds to keep things light and refreshing. Seriously, time me.
Heineken Silver, a world-class light beer that's surprisingly crisp and refreshing. Made with only premium quality ingredients and just 2.9 grams of carbs and 95 calories. All without compromising on taste. Heineken Silver. All the taste, no bitter endings. Order now at Heineken.com/silver. Must be 21 and older to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly. Whew. 30 seconds. That's it. Done. Peace.
Hey, it's Greg. Join us for a Greg Hill Show Flex Friday live broadcast this Friday at the Tipsy Seagull Dockside Pub in Fall River. Enjoy live music daily, a rooftop bar, swings, cold drinks, and delicious food. Open every day from noon to 11 p.m. The Tipsy Seagull, where every day is a getaway.
Red Sox review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
Red Sox need a bounce-back inning. They trail 10-3 in the bottom of the sixth. Mariners starter Luis Castillo still out there. Is his 89th pitch. It's in for a strike to Dom Smith. 6, 7, and 8 in the Herb Chambers Honda Seekonk and Honda Westboro batting order for the Red Sox. 3 runs on 6 hits. A 3-run home run from Rafi Devers in the bottom of the third is it in terms of run production. Smith takes outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. With Will Fleming, I'm Tyler Murray. As we have seen 9 unanswered runs from the Mariners. 1-1 pitch is swung on and sliced foul out of play.
Well, we'll dig up the numbers in a minute, but they're ugly when the Red Sox allow unearned runs and make errors. And boy, have they done that tonight. I mean, this has just been a disaster on defense.
The 1-2. Smith swings and swats one to center field. This will send Robles back toward the track. Jumps at the wall, makes a great catch, and then reaches out to the 379 sign to slow his momentum. Excellent play to rob Smith of at least a double. 1 down in the 6th.
He's really good out there. He always was with the Nats, and they've really made him comfortable. He's found a home here, Robles has. That was a great running catch. Dom continues to be hot with the bat, but I just think it's such an indication. This team, which has found a real place in Boston's heart, they've been exciting and fun.
First pitch to Wong is in for a strike.
But I think the number of times they've gotten booed tonight just tells you just how bad this one's been.
On one hand, it's nice that the crowd is so engaged. 0-1 to Wong is sliced foul out of play down the right field line. And of course, in the spring, you were hearing things about, the Fenway experience. We want people to come enjoy no matter what. And of course they do. This is the best ballpark in baseball, maybe the best venue in all of sports. But fans have been locked in on the action lately. Here's the 0-2 as a fastball up high. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, they have. And just makes tomorrow's game super important, barring an absolute miracle here, because it's the season series.
1-2 to Wong is fouled off again.
So it's one of those moments for Brian Bale, because on the other side they got another monster due the Mariners, and the offense has not been the problem. I think that's the other part about this night, Tyler, that hurts, is that you get Devers to do it, give you a big home run, and then things just fall apart.
1-2 to Wong is just outside with a fastball. The monster you're referring to is George Kirby, one of the best strike zone fillers in baseball. 8-7 record, 3.03 ERA. He will oppose Brian Bayo's ERA is 5.27. 2-2 is tipped into the catcher's mitt. Good snag by Cal Raleigh for strike 3. And Wong is 0 for 3 with his first K tonight. They got to Logan Gilbert last night, but not so much with Luis Castillo so far. 5 2/3, 1 walk, 4 Ks, 6 hits. The only one that's mattered so far was the home run. Bases empty, 2 down for David Hamilton. 10-3 Mariners in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch is swung on and popped into the third base seats out of play. So if the Red Sox can't come back, still 56 games to go after tonight, so it's not panic mode, but in terms of the importance of that tiebreaker, they will be just a half game ahead of Seattle in the wild card race. 0-1 is swung on and rolled over to first base. Turner off the bag to get it. Quick flip to the covering Castillo, and he covers the bag after his 99th pitch to complete another quality start. No one has more than Seattle this year. 6 innings, 3 earned runs allowed, and it's 10-3 Mariners heading to the 7th on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
Lou Maloney here for my friends at Shaws and Star Market. Now, when I'm on the road with the team, the one way I help at home is by ordering groceries for our family online with the Shaws and Star Market Deals and Delivery app. They have them ready at curbside, and they'll deliver them right to my front door. I can see how much money I save, and we all love that. Just visit shaws.com or starmarket.com. You can choose free curbside pickup or delivery. Shaws and Star Market, make them the MVP of your family, too. Shaw's in Star Market, perfecting the art of fresh.
Subaru Summer is finally here. Escape and explore in a brand new 2024 Subaru Crosstrek. Go off the beaten path with symmetrical all-wheel drive, a rugged style, and advanced Subaru safety features, all in the right size SUV. Get 3.9% financing on select 2024 Crosstrek models or lease for just $299 per month. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
This is Jeffrey Glassman. For 4 generations, my family has called New England home. My grandfather taught me to always care for people and fight for what's right. At Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, that's exactly what we do. When you're hurt in a car crash, we fight big insurance companies to make sure you get the money you deserve. We care, we fight to win, and we don't get paid unless you do. Hurt? You gotta get Glassman. Call 617-777-7777.
Hey, it's Greg. Join us for a Greg Hill Show Flex Friday live broadcast this Friday at the Tipsy Seagull Dockside Pub in Fall River. Enjoy live music daily, a rooftop bar, swings, cold drinks, and delicious food. Open every day from noon to 11 p.m. The Tipsy Seagull, where every day is a getaway.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Cooper Criswell into the game. We're in the 7th inning. The Mariners, with 9 unanswered runs across the middle 3 frames, have a 10-3 lead at Fenway Park. Mitch Haniger will lead off against the righty Criswell, who starts him off with a strike at the knees. So it is Haniger, Rojas, and Robles scheduled to hit 8, 9, and 1 in the Herb Chambers batting order for Seattle. 0-1 is swung on and tipped foul. Criswell just called back up from Worcester about 2.5 weeks ago. This will be his 4th appearance since then. He's got a 3.86 ERA in this most recent stint. 2 starts, including 6 innings against Kansas City and then 7 against Colorado. But over the weekend against the Yankees, he pitched 1 inning in relief. 0-2 to Haniger is swung on and fouled back. A sinker at 90. That's the typical velocity for Criswell.
Speaking of Worcester, Tristan Casas 0 for 3 with a walk and 2 strikeouts as the DH tonight for the Woo Sox.
0-2 to Haniger. Breaking ball misses outside. Casas had said he himself was legitimately curious to see how ready for live pitching he would be.
I'm sure he was.
1-2 pitch is sprayed to shallow right field. Hamilton out, but Abreu in. And Willier will make the catch. Haniger retired.
And he's just classically himself. I mean, I've never seen a slower progression off of flips and tees, and of course the now infamous mental swings, dry swings that were just like figments of his imagination.
Right.
Now, did you see him in right field today, this afternoon in Worcester?
He was like working with a steering wheel, I think.
And like in a full body red jumpsuit.
Looking like a vigilante. Josh Rojas swinging and skying one to right field on the first pitch. Another routine grab for Abreu. 2 up, 2 down.
Yeah, like he wanted to do Pilates or rob a bank all at the same time. And he's always got so many weird contraptions. You've seen him swing a bat like with the ball bucket in his arms. He is totally unique. It's refreshing. And hopefully it's not long before he's back here.
He is different in all the best ways. Victor Robles stands in from the right side against Criswell, and he couldn't check his swing on a first pitch sweeper.
I think you're going to see Anthony, Teal, and Meyer very, very soon at AAA. As soon as tomorrow, I think you could get the news. I did hear that Marcelo has a little hip issue.
0-1 pitch is in for a called strike, too.
But I think with the trades made, Lugo's gone, Cavana's gone, spots are open. It's that time of year. I think the big 3 are headed to AAA very soon.
0-2 pitch is outside. I will be there, whether or not they are.
Yeah.
For the rest of the month, which is 1 day. And then the rest of the week, 1-2. He's low and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Robles. But yes, a lot of folks have wondered if and when you would see the top 3 Red Sox prospects make that jump. I think if not this week, then maybe next year. 2-2 is fouled off because I've been hearing what you just said for the last month and a half.
They're coming up.
You've got Teal and Meyer hitting 300 all year. Anthony is a year or 2 younger than those other guys, so his number's understandably a little behind.
They still say, though, that all the beneath-the-hood numbers, underlying metrics, hard hit rate, all that stuff, zone swings, very good. I'd be surprised if you got to let's say, Monday of next week, and they were not there.
2-2 pitch, swinging a grounder to third base. Grabbed there by Devers, takes his time, lobs it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Cooper Criswell on just 12 pitches. We're at the stretch. It's Mariners 10, Red Sox 3 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
The odds of a foul ball knocking over your perfectly balanced tray of nachos? Astronomical.
Dude, watch the nachos.
We don't know what's going to happen on a trip to the ballpark, but we do know the chances of falling victim to online crime are 1 in 4. You and your family need Aura with scam protection, fraud monitoring, and parental control features. Protect everything your family does online with Aura. Go to aura.com/baseball to start your free trial today. The 1 in 4 statistics is based on research conducted by Javelin Strategy and Research. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions effectively.
July is National Blueberry Month. Come celebrate by getting 1 pound strawberries and blueberries by the pint. 2 for $5 at Shaw's and Star Market. Yes, 2 for $5. Strawberries and blueberries. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
It's better over here. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has an exclusive rate plan just for you. Right now, get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, you can get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. That's right, a free 5G phone. Experience all this and more on America's largest 5G network. So why wait? At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Just go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 or visit your local store to make the switch.
With AutoPay using debit or bank account plus taxes and fees, 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Free phones up to $300 off with 24 monthly bill credits and qualifying new line for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling entire account to continue remaining bill credits. Bill credits end if you pay off device early. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
10-3 Mariners. They just got done finishing, they're singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game. The 7th inning stretch is brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers. Have you been injured? Call 617-777-7777 and let Glassman score for you. First pitch from Taylor Saucedo is swung on and fouled back by Cedon Rafaela. 9-1-2 for the Red Sox in the Herb Chambers Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Danvers and Millbury batting order. 0-1 pitch is a check swing on a pitch down low. No, he went around on a changeup, so it's 0-2 on Rafaela. Means tonight's Mariners starter, Luis Castillo, is done. He's in line for the win with a 7-run lead. 6 quality innings, 3 runs on the Devers homer, 6 hits, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. Saucedo's 0-2 to Rafaela, misses up and away. Taylor Saucedo, 31-year-old left-hander, born in Honolulu to a military family, traveled all over the country and all over the world growing up. Still found a way to become a big league pitcher. 1-2. Rafaela is hit by the second pitch of the night. That one glancing off his front half. A curveball after getting hit by a fastball in the arm last plate appearance. So the leadoff base runner in the 7th for the Red Sox. He's got a 5-game hitting streak coming into the game, but 0 for 1 tonight. So he sets the table for the top of the order with Jarren Duran. Lefty on lefty, Saucedo's first pitch is in for a strike. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan postgame show. You deserve a car that thrills you, and Nissan's got an exciting line that'll put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your Nissan store at nissanusa.com today. Joe Weil has your coverage after the final out. 0-1 to Duran. That's in for a strike over the outside edge. 0-2. I'm sure Joe will be telling you about the Subaru of New England scoreboard in that wild game for Jazz Chisholm. The second consecutive Yankee game with 2 home runs. It's a 5-4 New York in Philly. Mets leading the Twins 2-0. That helps the Red Sox out in the wild card race. So does the White Sox leading the Royals 2-1. Like to say Subaru summer with symmetrical all-wheel drive. Find your authorized Subaru dealer at SubaruofNewEngland.com. 0-2 to Duran. That's a slider outside. Red Sox had a leadoff double from Wilyer Abreu in the 5th inning, but They do not have a hit since. In fact, their only base runner besides that since the third. As the 1-2 is swung on and chopped to third base, away from the shift. Rojas picks it up but has no play. Perfectly placed by Jarren Duran. He's 1 for 4, and you got a couple of runners aboard for the heart of the order now. Willie Abreu coming up. The 61-mile-an-hour exit velocity, a perfectly placed swinging bunt of sorts. Right off the end of the bat on a lefty-lefty slider. That came on a 1-2 pitch. We're in the 7th inning. It's brought to you by Sherwin-Williams. The exclusive Sherwin-Williams Pro Plus program will help you grow and manage your paint business. A meeting on the mound here for Taylor Saucedo. Came up with the Blue Jays, now with the Mariners. And when he first got to Seattle, he was a bit rounder. And apparently, he watched DK Metcalf play wide receiver for the Seahawks and said, I didn't realize human beings were allowed to look like that.
Well, he's never seen me. Come on.
Well, so that apparently encouraged him to put more work in the weight room. I mean, he's turned himself into quite an athlete. One of the better lefties out of the bullpen in the bigs this year. He's got a 1.95 ERA. You and DK on a deep ball. Will Fleming against Metcalf. That could be interesting. 2-1, nobody out for Rob Refsnyder, pinch hitting for Willie Abreu. A right-handed bat against the lefty hurler, and he takes a sinker down low.
Well, a chance to make this thing interesting again. And it is a credit to Yoshida how well he's swinging it that Alex went to ref with Abreu due up instead.
1-0 pitch. He'll take a strike, a sinker, maybe a bit below the knees, but the call goes Saucedo's way for strike 1. Abreu done for the day with a double, a walk, and a run score. Red Sox down 10-3 in the 7th, but rallying. 1-1 pitch is a changeup down and in, so 2 balls and a strike. Saucedo has not given up a run in the month of July. In fact, hasn't given up a run since June 18th. 2-1 pitch. Snag foul. The Lates almost got Yoshida and then the ball boy, right?
I mean, that was inches away from smoking Yoshida in the on-deck area.
Duran's at first. He's singled. Rafael at second after a hit by pitch. 2-2. Refsnyder swings and misses strike 3. Good changeup from Saucedo, and there's the first out of the inning. And again, the table's set for the Red Sox, but they've been unable to cash in ever since that 3rd inning home run from Devers.
Just a shot of Alex Cora talking it over with Pete Fatsi, who's just off his right shoulder, and that's one of the things I'm most excited about to see in the fall when the Netflix special does come out. All of those things behind the scenes where Alex is talking strategy with his coaches and making a plan ahead of time.
There's Yoshida. First pitch is a sweeper for strike 1.
And apparently they've also had full access throughout this trade deadline period. There are some restrictions on recording conversations from people in other states, so we're not going to have like the Billy Bean Moneyball moment.
0-1 to Yoshida, swinging a bouncing ball to first base, a chance for 2. Turner goes to second. There's one. Moore's return throw is not made because nobody got over to cover second base. Polanco was caught in the fray between first and second. So it's a 3-6 fielder's choice. Yoshida reaches. Duran is out at second, and Rafael goes to third. But yeah, this Netflix documentary, it's going to be access unlike we've never seen.
Should be really fun. There'll be some stuff on Jarren Duran, Tristan Casas, I think a ton on the manager Alex Cora, and it's developing a very fun season. I just can't wait to see all of that stuff. There's a cameraman right now in Alex's face.
First pitch to Devers is swung on and missed, a sinker at 92.
Because that's the stuff that makes him so great and the stuff that's so fascinating and that I think can educate baseball fans. I mean, it's not just decided before the game. There's so many variables and things that go into every decision.
Lefty, 0-1 is swung on to roll toward the middle. That'll get through to center field, a base hit. Rafaela scores from third. Yoshida around from first to third. And Raffy Devers, he's knocked in all 4 Red Sox runs tonight. And it's a 10-4 ball game now.
Well, they have the righty up. I'd be stunned if they didn't bring him in to face O'Neill here, because with one swing, this thing gets interesting again. And here comes Scott Service.
When you talk about decisions, Alex Cora made the right one with the bases loaded and 1 down in that big 5th inning, and Justin Turner up. One of the league leaders in grounding into double plays. Kelly got the double play ball, but one of several mishandled balls in that inning led to a 5 spot and what could be the decisive inning for the Mariners. But we'll see. When we come back, the Red Sox will look to continue this rally. They've got runners on the corners, 1 run already in. It's a 10-4 Mariner lead with 2 down in the bottom of the 7th. Back after this on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI, a Red Sox network.
I want that. The Make It Ford Summer Sales Event is on, so make it your best summer ever with Ford. Now's the best time to get our best deals on a great selection of Ford trucks and SUVs, like the Ford Explorer, the Ford Bronco family, Ford F-Series, and the all-electric F-150 Lightning. These are the deals you've been waiting for, so don't wait. It's the Make It Ford Summer Sales Event, so make it yours. Make it now at your Ford dealer today.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Sturo Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
They're chanting USA here at Fenway Park. They just showed some Olympic highlights on the video board out in right center field. We won't spoil anything for you. I know a lot of live events have been aired on the NBC family of networks, but just in case, you never know. But yeah, pretty good day in a major event for Team USA, and one of the great stars in her or his respective sport. Tyler O'Neill will bat against Colin Snyder. Runners on the corners for the Red Sox. 2 down in the bottom of the 7th. It's 10-4 Seattle. Snyder's first pitch ties up O'Neill. A fastball in on the hands. He couldn't get it at 94. It's 0-1. Snyder, a 28-year-old out of Vanderbilt. It's his 19th appearance of the year, a 1.50 ERA. 0-1 pitch is high and tight. So they go righty on righty against O'Neill, who is 0 for 3 tonight against right-handed starter Luis Castillo, who's in line to win this one. All he did was give up the 3-run home run to Devers in 6 strong innings. 1-1 pitch, cut and a miss at 94 again. That had some good glove side run to it, cutting across home plate. And it's 2 strikes on O'Neill. Devers at first after the RBI single. He's a triple away from the cycle now, and Yoshida is at third. He reached on the fielder's choice. 1-2 to O'Neill, just outside. 4 pitches, all fastballs. That one came in at 95 to O'Neill. Snyder's ready. The 2-2 pitch, swinging a ground ball, base hit left field. That'll bring home another run. Yoshida jogs in from third base, and the Red Sox aren't done yet. 2 runs home in the bottom of the 7th inning. It's a 10-5 ball game. He was behind in that count, 1-2. Got out in front of a fastball and rolled it past the shortstop more into left. So back-to-back, 2-out RBI singles. Devers and O'Neill, the guys you rely on in these spots, they come through. And the tying run is in the hole, just the bottom of the 7th here. You got Dominic Smith up now, the lefty. Of course, the 3-batter minimum very much comes into play. You got to keep Snyder out there for at least 2 more unless he can get this final out. First pitch to Smith, way inside, a cutter at his eyeballs. He turns away and winds up on his hands and knees just outside the batter's box. Smith hit a wall ball double his first time up. That was back in the 2nd inning. He is 1 for 3. Smith's going to take a walk to collect his thoughts after Snyder gave him a close shave. July is National Blueberry Month. Come celebrate by getting 1 pound strawberries and blueberries by the pint. 2 for $5 at Shaw's and Star Market. Yes, 2 for $5 strawberries and blueberries. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox radio network. O'Neill's at first, Devers at second. 2 outs on the 1-0 pitch. Swinging a fly ball left field. Back to the monster. It's got a chance to go off the top of the wall. Devers comes in from second base. They're going to stop O'Neill at third. And Dominic Smith gets the crowd to his feet with an RBI double here in the 7th inning. 3 runs in the frame. It's 10-6 now.
Oh, man, how close that was to making this a really interesting game. And now Connor Wong has a chance. There's something about the Mariners when they come here to Fenway Park that does bring out the best offensively in these Red Sox. What a key spot this is.
Seattle is 3-12 in this ballpark since 2019. Connor Wong first pitch, swinging a fly ball to shallow center field. Robles started back. Now he reaches up and makes the catch. And that's it for the 7th inning. The Red Sox have life. 3 runs sending us to the 8th inning with the Mariners ahead 10-6 now. 3 straight 2-out RBI hits for the Red Sox on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
It's the bottom of the 9th. 2 outs, and here's the pitch. It's a deep shot to left center field. It's back, gone!
The only thing better than your team winning is that feeling you get when opening up your brand new iPhone 15. Hey, Boston fans, right now at Verizon, new and existing customers can get the amazing iPhone 15. Enjoy tons of storage for all the ballpark picks this summer. There's a deal out there for everyone at Verizon.
Take strokes off your game by taking pounds off your frame with Awaken 180. Between increased flexibility, strength, and endurance, breaking 190 or even 80 could be just 40 pounds away. Get there this summer with a solution for weight loss. Awaken 180 Weight Loss Doc.
It's better over here. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has an exclusive rate plan just for you. Right now, get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, you can get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. That's right, a free 5G phone. Experience all this and more on America's largest 5G network. So why wait? At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Just go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 or visit your local store to make the switch.
With AutoPay using debit or bank account plus taxes and fees, 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Free phones up to $300 off with 24 monthly bill credits and qualifying new line for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling entire account to continue remaining bill credits. Bill credits end if you pay off device early. See details at T-Mobile.com.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
A 10-6 in the 8th. Cooper Criswell facing a Rose Arena and a sweeper. This is a little bit outside for ball 1. Man. Connor Wong slammed his bat down in the on-deck area after flying out. A Rose Arena launches one high down the left field line. Ref Snyder staying in the game and left is over. Inside the line, fair territory, right past where the grass meets the dirt, and he reaches up. 1 pitch, 1 out. A Rose Arena is retired. That'll bring up Cal Raleigh. So close for Dom Smith to making it 10-8. Instead, a 4-run deficit on a night where the Red Sox have made 3 errors and several other defensive miscues. Here's a pitch to Raleigh that misses outside a sweeper for ball 1. But the Red Sox have not gone quietly, which is important. A cutter from Criswell misses for ball 2. Stay tuned for the Nissan post-game show with Joe Wiley. You deserve a car that thrills you. Nissan's got an exciting line to put goosebumps on your goosebumps. A ground ball to first. Smith has it, flips to the cover in Criswell. And they're 2 down.
And on that Smith near home run, really would have liked to see 2 runs come in, especially with 2 outs, but maybe hit a little too hard to score that run from first base.
I also don't think O'Neill is moving nearly as well on the bases or in the outfield lately. Off the wall, you thought for sure that would get 2 runs in. But part of that is we've been all spoiled by Duran and Rafaela and Hamilton scoring from first. Here's Justin Turner. 1 for 4, but a productive night. He's driven in a couple runs as he takes a sweeper for strike 1. He told the writers today once he learned that he was going to be on the trading block, he thought he might be back here. The 0-1 is a strike. It's 0-2. The Red Sox, though, just even though they love JT, did not see the fit. 0-2 is outside. They think Casas will be back soon. Yoshida's the DH. He's hot. And Justin, although somewhat versatile defensively, is not great in any of those spots.
Such interesting timing of Casas's quick corner turn on recovery.
1-2 is a ground ball foul outside of third.
Because I'll say a week and a half ago in Los Angeles, you hear updates and people are talking like, are we going to see Tristan Casas again this year? That was being thrown around at least by certain members of the media, and it wasn't completely unwarranted. So it was a huge sigh of relief to hear he was going to be rehabbing in. He's already got 1 game, 1 belt tonight.
Yeah, he really dragged that on. The 1-2 inside, almost hit him. Turner does crowd the plate. Mark Canha, speaking of crowding the plate and getting hit by pitches, was traded today by the Tigers to the Giants. Tigers didn't move Skubal, which you totally understand. The 2-2 is inside. Gregory Santos has been up and down for the Mariners. He's warming in their bullpen. So too is another right-hander. The pitch to Turner, grounded is short. Rafaela has a room service up. Dances across the diamond, throws to first. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Chris. Well, fans trying to will the Red Sox back in this thing. 10-6. Bottom 8 is next. And we'll have Hamilton, Rafaela, and Duran scheduled to hit after this in the Shaw's and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Network.
If you need tires, think Town Fair Tire. Thinking name brands? We have them all. Thinking price? We beat the competitors. Free services? We have those too. For the guaranteed lowest price, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire. Every great team is built around its stars. So let's meet the stars of your New England Ford dealers' award-winning lineup of SUVs. First up, we have the Bronco Sport. Its iconic styling really sets it apart on the road, and its all-terrain capability makes it ready for anything. Then, there's the Ford Explorer. There's room for 7 passengers and a ton of gear. Your New England Ford dealers have some great offers on the whole award-winning lineup. Stop by today and see for yourself.
Summer's just getting started, so fill your cooler with the smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. It tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. And with a 5% kick of alcohol, Twisted Tea is perfect for the beach, the lake, or wherever you're hanging out and day drinking with your friends. Look for the bright yellow cans. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Life hack number 7. Get an iPhone 12 on Straight Talk.
Life hack.
Here's how it works. You walk into Walmart, go to the electronics section, ask for iPhone 12 with 5G and a dual camera system, and select the new Silver Unlimited plan. They'll smile because it's a good plan. You get real unlimited data all for just $20 a month for the whole first year. Get it at Walmart or StraightTalk.com. Straight Talk. Less dollars, more sense. Taxes and fees apply. Requires activation of iPhone 12 and a new Silver Unlimited plan or higher end auto pay enrollment. $25 a month service credit applied for up to 12 months if eligibility requirements are met. For network management practices, visit StraightTalk.com.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Jimmy Garcia, the right-hander, on for the Mariners. They picked him up at the deadline, and in fact, about 6 days ago, and he's facing David Hamilton in a 10-6 game in the bottom of the 8th. Infield in at third as Hammy takes a curveball outside for ball 1. Dylan Moore is the third baseman. He's shading over in on the grass. Garcia came over from the Blue Jays, who unloaded a ton from their roster. The 1-0 is another ball outside. 2-0. Red Sox very familiar with this guy. Saw him a lot north of the border. When you're down like this late in games, the leadoff man is always so important. 2-0 is fouled back, a fastball. And it is 2-1.
The crowd sounds like it's a one-run game right now. This is phenomenal work from these Red Sox fans. It's been happening for months now.
They want to believe. 2-1 to Hamilton. pitch is right there. A fastball at 97. And it's 2-2. He last pitched in Chicago, 1-2-3, 8th inning 3 days ago for Jimmy Garcia. 2 scoreless outings. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Fastball up and out of the zone. Hamilton could not lay off. He is 0 for 4. And he has cooled off big time at the plate. So 1 down, and here comes Cedar Rafaela.
Yeah, 3 Ks today for Hamilton. We said the only guy without a hit in the lineup yesterday. He gets hot and cold. It happens. But you needed a base runner there. At least that's how it felt. We'll see what Rafaela can do.
The one thing that is a problem with these Mariners, and why that Dom Smith swing in the 7th inning was oh so close and important, is that Andres Munoz is always looming in the pen for these Mariners. And he is one of the great closers in the game. Rafaela loops one into right field. That's a base hit. So the Red Sox get it going with 1 down and flip the lineup card back to the top for Jarren Duran. Speaking of, this Herb Chambers batting order is sponsored by Herb Chambers Hyundai of Auburn.
This is such a controlled swing from Rafaela. Yes, he's sitting first pitch fastball, but I think even a few months ago, he would be sitting first pitch fastball that he wants to hit 500 feet. This is a nice, controlled, smooth swing. He knows the situation so much better now. Just get on base, and that's what he does.
So here's Jarren Duran with Cedar over at first. 10-6 Mariners in the 8th. Here's the pitch. And Jarren swings and misses. And a fastball. They still maintain that the run against Kelly is earned, which I think may be revisited, but still 4 unearned runs tonight for the Mariners. 0-1. Jarren swings and fouls a fastball back. That was just a little bit up and out of the zone. And it's 0-2, and no surprise at all. Andres Munoz is now up in the bullpen. I think you can be pretty sure that if this thing gets to Devers, they're going to go with their best. Well, a long way from that. Duran, then Refsnyder, Yoshida, and then it would be to Raffy. 0-2 to Jarren. And for 4 tonight, here's the pitch. In the dirt, Riley keeps it in front. No reason at all to gamble on the bases by Rafaela. Trailing by 4. Garcia in Toronto was like so many of those Blue Jay relievers, either dominant or you could just blow him up. Red Sox hoping for door number 2 here tonight. 1-2 to Jarren Duran. Here it is. Swinging a ground ball up the middle off the mound. The shortstop gloves. His only play is over to first in time to get Duran. Wow, that was almost a disaster. Polanco did not cover the second base bag. They throw to first and get Duran. The Red Sox talked to the video room, but he was retired there. And Rojas, pretty good play to glove it, but then he was kind of in no man's land.
That happened in the 7th with Polanco. It was a tougher ask. He was supposed to cover first base from his second base spot, and they could have turned 2 on Yoshida. They only got 1 out there, and then 3 straight RBIs came in for the Red Sox.
I beg your pardon, that's more with Rojas at third, as now Refsnyder digs in, and Rafaela is off and running, but Rob swings and skies the first pitch to the deepest part of the ballpark in right center, and the inning, just like that, is over. Red Sox leave 1. We go to the 9th, 10-6 Mariners on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
It's better over here. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has an exclusive rate plan just for you. Right now, get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, you can get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. That's right, a free 5G phone. Experience all this and more on America's largest 5G network. So why wait? At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Just go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 or visit your local store to make the switch.
With AutoPay using debit or bank account plus taxes and fees, 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Free phones up to $300 off with 24 monthly bill credits and qualifying new line for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling entire account to continue remaining bill credits. Bill credits end if you pay off device early. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Now through July 31st during the BMW Summer Sales Event, lease a 2024 BMW i4 eDrive 35 for $449 per month for 36 months with $4,869 due at signing and 0 security
security deposit. Government and dealer fees not included. Details at bmwcenters.com.
It's the bottom of the ninth. 2 outs, and here's the pitch. It's a deep shot to left center field. It's back, gone!
The only thing better than your team winning is that feeling you get when opening up your brand new iPhone 15. Hey, Boston fans, right now at Verizon, new and existing customers can get the amazing iPhone 15. Enjoy tons of storage for all the ballpark picks this summer. There's a deal out there for everyone at Verizon.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Well, some sparks for the Red Sox in the later innings here, but still trailing 10-6. The difference in this game, 4 unearned runs. Here's Jorge Polanco. He pops one into shallow left center field. There's trouble on the run. Refsnyder, he dives and he makes an unbelievable snow cone catch. I have no idea how he got there, let alone how he held on. What brilliant defense for Refsnyder, and one away.
I mean, amazing play by Refsnyder. Another little thing that Alex Cora does. You bring in Refsnyder, hit for Abreu, the right fielder, but you put Refsnyder in left for a play like that. Wow. I mean, that's as good as it gets.
I don't think Tyler O'Neill was getting there as Dylan Moore, right-handed hitter. Now the shortstop bats, and he takes a fastball for a strike from Criswell, who's done very well tonight. Again, I think that's where those misplays defensively that started to snowball as he misses with a sweeper outside 1-1 altered the plans here tonight. I think Alex probably went into this game thinking he'd go right to Criswell. The 1-1 is high down the left field line. Hooking foul towards the seats under the Coca-Cola sign. And it's 1-2, but he was not able to do that. Once the game got out of hand, he was trying to save Cooper for later in the game in a better spot. Ramirez and Kelly really kind of let the thing get out of hand for these Sox. They put up 3 in the 7th, but still down 4. The 1-2 is outside, and it's 2-2.
The 2 walks from Kelly really hurt, and Dylan Moore, off the bat, I thought he had a grand slam. Missed it by about a foot off the monster. 2-2. Here's a high drive into left field. Refsnyder, though, has room in front of the warning track. This much easier play for him. And they're 2 away. Tonight's flex of the game. Unfortunately, I think it's the misplay by Rafael at shortstop. You turn the 2 there with Paxton still on the mound, and it is a completely different ball game. I think the Mariners still very likely to take the lead in the game, but not by as many as they did. A sweeper from Criswell to Mitch Garver is a strike on the outside corner. Say goodbye to traditional car buying or leasing and say hello to freedom and flexibility with FlexCar. As this ball is skied into right field, O'Neill's going to make the play. 3 fly ball outs for Criswell. We go to the bottom of the 9th. We'll see whether the Mariners go to their closer. I think they will with the big hitters coming up. It is 10-6 Seattle on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Network.
For decades, Boston sports fans have celebrated legendary heroes of the game. And for decades, Boston drivers have come to expect nothing less than legendary customer service from Herb Chambers. That's because the Herb Chambers team is dedicated to offering excellence every time we step up to the plate.
Parents, are your kids always responsible on social media? Have they ever posted something that they might regret in the future? LifeBrand is here to help. Our technology can locate and remove potentially harmful posts on social media. Visit lifebrand.life for a free scan. Protect your children's future from their past.
Hey, it's Joe. You know how amazing blueberries are for you? Not only are they rich in antioxidants, new data shows blueberries delay aging and promote longevity. And right now, blueberries and strawberries are on sale at Shaw's and Star Market. July is National Blueberry Month. Come celebrate by getting 1 pound strawberries and blueberries by the pint for 2 for $5. Yes, 2 for $5. Strawberries and blueberries. Short on time? Order free curbside pickup or get delivery. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
As school messes return, rest easy. Clorox has got your back to school.
Oh, no. I'm back. That messy science experiment. And I brought baking soda, cornstarch.
And you're due tomorrow, right? Well, at least I stocked up on Clorox disinfecting wipes. Because you're not messing up my kitchen counters like last time.
Ooh, smart. Got any food coloring?
And off to the store we go.
Stock up on Clorox disinfecting wipes that clean 3 times better than wet paper towels and kitchen grease and soap scum. Use as directed.
The Chick-fil-A Community Hero Award Program is back this year, and they're upping the ante by honoring somebody every week for the entire baseball season. If there's someone in your town or your city who deserves recognition, nominate them at thegreghillfoundation.org/heroes.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Well, one of the best closers in the game, Andres Munoz, the all-star, for his third outing with a sterling 1.28 ERA. He is overpowering and dominant. Unbelievable slider for him. Here's Masataka Yoshida leading off the ninth. Pitch to him is a fastball and a cool 99 for strike one on the corner. Red Sox know him somewhat well, although the way the Red Sox have handled the Mariners in recent years, he's not been on the mound as often as the M's would like, as the 0-1 is 97 on a sinker outside corner. And just like that, it is 0-2 to Yoshida. Masa 2 hits, 2 runs scored. He's 2 for 4. He's now just about the Red Sox hottest hitter. 0-2 with Devers on deck. The pitch, swing and a ground ball to Devers, right foul. And it stays 0-2. 10-6 Seattle. Munoz has had no blow-ups this year. No huge numbers against him at all. The 0-2 is in the dirt. It makes the dream sort of hard to believe in when legitimately all year, as you look through his game logs, never, not once, has he allowed more than 1 earned run. That's outrageous. Sox need 4. 1-2 to Masa. Here's the pitch, and a swing and a miss. Slider that was devastating in the dirt. Raleigh has it, flips to Turner at first to complete the strikeout, and there's 1 away.
This kid's pretty good. And I say kid, he's only 25 years old. It feels like he's already built a pretty impressive resume of just being completely dominant. He comes up, throws 99, sets the tone. They got a good one for a long time in Seattle.
Well, here's Devers, who's a triple away for the cycle. As silly as that sounds with him, he has the most of his career this season. Here's a swing and a high fly foul down the left field line. 98-mile-an-hour fastball, and it's 0-1. Raffy doubled in the first, a 3-run homer in the third. It gave the Sox a lead. Lined out sharply to left in the 5th, and then singled on the ground into center field to drive home a run in the 7th. Now 68 runs batted in. 0-1 with 1 down in the 9th. Mariners looking to even this 3-game series at a game apiece. Raffy takes a fastball at 99 right there, and it's 0-2. He's got 5 triples this year. Devers does, including Sunday against the Yankees. Kind of grimacing looking at it. Munoz 0-2. The pitch is high and outside. Raffy started his swing, then stopped, and it's 1-2. Tomorrow 4:10 first pitch, and the Red Sox will have Brian Bayo against George Kirby, another dominant right-handed starter. 1-2. Devers fouls it off on the third base side. The Mariners, if they hold on here, will win for the 57th time. They've played 3 more games than the Red Sox have. 57 and 52. Sox would drop to 56 and 50. 1-2 the pitch. Devers takes low. A slider, and it's 2-2.
Excited to see what Devers can do. It's an answer the bell kind of moment for him. The last few starts, last few weeks really haven't gone his way. They need him to be the high-end starter they extended him to be.
Yeah, Bayo indeed. The 2-2 pitch is strike 3 called. I don't know what Raffy was looking for. He knew it, though. 97, and they're 2 away. For the win tonight, the Mariners get within half a game of the Sox, underscoring the importance of tomorrow. So here is Tyler O'Neill. Sox down to their last out. 10-6 in the 9th. Pitch, swing and a miss. Reminder again, stay tuned to the Nissan post-game show. Joe Well will take you home. You deserve a car that thrills you. Nissan's got a full line. That'll put goosebumps on your goosebumps. O'Neill is 1 for 4 tonight. Munoz throws. And a swing and a miss. High heat. This guy's unbelievable. And it's 0-2. All the more reason that you just feel like the Mariners need to find a way to get more hitters in their lineup. They got the great rotation and a now excellent back end of their bullpen. This team can be a serious threat. 0-2. Down to their last strike, the pitch. O'Neill takes outside a slider. And it's 1-2.
Well, keep in mind, Julio Rodriguez hurt his ankle last Sunday. J.P. Crawford broke his hand last Monday. So that has exemplified their offensive issues.
1-2 to O'Neill. Dom Smith waiting on deck. The pitch is outside. But even with those two in there, they had the worst ranked offense in the game. Now Turner and Arozarena will help with that. There's no question. They think it could be up to 6 weeks for J.P. Crawford. Julio, on the other hand, the face of their franchise, should be back in a week or so. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down in the bottom of the ninth. Mariners 10, Sox 6. The pitch is just outside. They're walking to the mound as if the game is over, but that was not called a strike.
No, it was off the plate. And all I can guess is Rowley heard something from Jansen Visconti, the home plate umpire. But he did not motion strike 3, not even close.
I mean, Rowley walked to the mound. The infielders came in to congratulate Munoz, but there was never a call or a sign. It's 3-2.
Wow.
I've never seen that before. You've seen it on single hitters, but not to end a game. It was a little outside. 3-2. 2 down. The pitch is fouled back. Now, Tyler was ready to hit there. 99 straight back.
I mean, your only chance is to throw off the mojo of this dominant closer Munoz. Maybe that's a chance to do it.
3-2. Here it is. Swinging a ground ball to third. It's handled there by Rojas. He throws across the diamond in time into the glove of Justin Turner, who was big in his Mariners debut. 10-6, the final. The Red Sox defense just not good enough tonight on an evening that James Paxton made his Sox debut. Sox fell flat in game 2. Rubber match tomorrow, 10-6, Seattle. Final score at Fenway in the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Network.
Playing it safe at home means having health insurance. And if you need coverage right now, the Massachusetts Health Connector has a lineup loaded with power. The Connector Care program is available to more people than ever and includes low premiums and no deductibles, keeping you covered and saving you money for everything from an urgent ER trip to managing chronic diseases like diabetes and hypertension through no-cost prescriptions. Everyone in Massachusetts is required to have health insurance. If you need it, go to mahealthconnector.org today and find the right plan for you and your family. That's mahealthconnector.org.
Hey, Joe here. The Shaws and Star Market Grand Slam Summer Sweepstakes is your chance to win free groceries for a year, plus other incredible Boston sports and concert prize experiences. We'd like to congratulate Sharon of Charlton, Massachusetts, as our next winner. She won a VIP Boston concert experience and a $100 Shaw's gift card. Enter for your chance to be our next winner just by shopping at Shaws and Star Market. See official rules at GrandSlamSummerSweeps.com. Shaws and Star Market, proud to be the official supermarket of the Red Sox Radio Network.
As school messes return, rest easy. Clorox has got your back to school.
Oh, no.
I'm back. That messy science experiment. And I brought baking soda, cornstarch.
And you're due tomorrow, right? Well, at least I stocked up on Clorox disinfecting wipes, because you're not messing up my kitchen counters like last time.
Ooh, smart. Got any food coloring?
And off to the store we go.
Stock up on Clorox disinfecting wipes that clean 3 times better than wet paper towels and kitchen grease and soap scum. Use as directed.
The Chick-fil-A Community Hero Award Program is back this year, and they're upping the ante by honoring somebody every week for the entire baseball season. If there's someone in your town or your city who deserves recognition, nominate them at thegreghillfoundation.org/heroes.
This is the Nissan postgame show. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop NissanUSA.com.
Back at Fenway, a really disappointing night for the Red Sox. 10-6, the Mariners win this game to set up a really important deciding third tomorrow afternoon at 4:10 here at Fenway. Mariners 10 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Sox 6 runs, 11 hits, 3 errors. They hurt And they left 8 men on base. Castillo, the winner. Paxton gets the loss. Falling to 8-3, it took 2 hours and 49 minutes in front of 36,592. You're listening to the Nissan postgame show here at Fenway, along with Tyler Murray, Will Fleming. Joe Weil is going to take you home once we're done here. And it's not hard to figure what happened in this game, Tyler. The Red Sox got a big 3-run homer from Devers. Kind of a vintage blast from him, a towering drive into the monster seats. They led 3